Hey folks, Frank Nettles here. Just want to let everybody know we're heading down to this championship game. We got those Ouachita Lions going down there to play those Ruston Bearcats, and we're hoping those Ouachita Lions come back with a big championship win right here at LA25A District. And if you need anything for your vehicles, be sure and give us a call at Frank Nettles Automotive, 323-7540. That's 2009 Roselawn Avenue here in Monroe, Louisiana.
As a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School, a former football player, and an attorney, Skip Benton gets it. He knows the hard work it takes to get things done on the gridiron and at the courthouse. That's why the law office of Skip Benton is here to help you understand your rights as an accident victim. They offer free consultation, and in most cases, there are no fees, costs, or expenses owed to them unless they recover money on your behalf. Skip Benton is the personal injury attorney to call if you need help. No shortcuts here. They handle every case like it's the most important case, because it is. It's your case. If you need a personal injury attorney, skip the rest and hire the best. Call the law office of Skip Benton at 225-773-8486. 5534 Galleria Drive, Suite B in Baton Rouge, serving all of Louisiana.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed & Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our lines.
Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
Hey, tell them turn me up, we got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated, they know we don't play. Ain't nobody better, we gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. Hey, 1006 Winsboro Road. Checks cashed on the spot, come get our bankroll. Over 30 years of experience, you know we cold. Coming up the net worth, put your money in the right hands. Trust the experts, affiliated, you get maximum refund for the minimum price. Can't beat that with a stick, it's not a deal, it's a lick. A lot of options, but it's up to you to pick. Let me talk to them, look, over 15K in cash prizes, the smart and the wisest. 17 years in the same location, you know that mean dependable, Jack. You trying to get your money took or your money back? Come on, man, talk to me, bring the music back. Hey, tell them turn me up, we got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated, they know we don't play. Ain't nobody better, we gon' make them feel some type of way. Escape. Hey, tell them turn me up, we got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated, they know we don't play. Ain't nobody better, we gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. 1006 Winsboro Road, I see you there. Hey, tell them turn me up.
Hey there, this is Caleb Johnson, founder of Johnson & Associates Wealth Strategies. I grew my firm with one purpose, to support people who have spent their lives supporting everyone else. Those are doctors, dentists, and small business owners. You take care of patients and build communities. My role is to help you understand your financial needs and explore strategies to protect your income, prepare for retirement, and look at a future that you want to create. If you want clarity and a partner to help you out with that, please give me a call at 318-361-2446 or go to my website at johnsonandassociateswealth.com.
From the fun times with family and friends, to the long nights of studying or purchasing your dream home, the new year ushers in new opportunities for you and your family. Thank you for allowing CenturyNext Bank to be a part of the events in your life. We wish you a safe and joyful holiday season.
We live, baby.
Oh, hey, well, there you go. How about broadcasting from the Allied Roofing broadcast booth inside the Louisiana Superdome? This is the 5th round of the LHSAA high school football playoffs, and it's the final round, the championship round. I am Mike Downhour, so glad to be here with you. Right next to me is my partner in crime, the two-way starter for Ouachita, although he never got to play on this field as a high school player, All-American at McNeese, and then Canadian Football League player, Mr. Desmond Lighton.
Man, you don't understand how much went into getting here just for you to say that, brother.
It is.
So
We're
grateful.
here talking about you and them.
And you know what? You've been doing this for 36 years.
I
right?
have.
How long did it take you to get back here as a broadcaster?
31.
31 years, man. And you know what? It feels great. I'm grateful to be here with y'all.
It does. Me too. All right, looking down on the field right now. By the way, we got to bring in the man, the MVP of the game. And in this place, we're way up high in the press box, is the sideline guy, one of the absolute best running backs to ever put on the uniform at Ouachita, ULM too. And that is Coach Brian Jacobs. Hey, Coach.
What up, what up, what up, baby? We here.
We are here. We are loud. We are clear. And we are going into the fifth phase of the revenge tour.
Man, look, and you know what? That sideline makes sound real crispy, too.
The fifth phase of the revenge tour.
Round number one is St. Amand. Knocked us out of the playoffs 2 years ago. They had to come to the Lions Den. Lions beat them 24-21. Round two, we had to go back to Destrehan, and they beat us several times before, including last year. Lions beat them 21-19. Then Parkway, who is one of the teams responsible for putting these Lions on probation for the whole year due to an incident at a scrimmage game.
Got some tiles, yeah.
Anyway, Lions averaging over 50 points per game. Lions beat them 28-22. And then last week, Neville Tigers at Bill Ruppel Stadium. I mean, it doesn't just get much more nostalgic and historic than beating the Tigers and holding them to only 7 points. That was a revenge for them beating us earlier in the year. And tonight, it's the Ruston Bearcats. Now, when we played the Ruston Bearcats in week number 6, the Lions were on a 5-0 win streak. And it didn't, special teams was an issue. Lions lost that game. Tonight, week 15, the Lions are in on a 5-game win streak, but we're not going to let history repeat itself.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, come on.
No, it's our time, baby. You know what I mean? It's our time. Just like everybody else that got us during the regular season, we're going to get them when it matters. And it's fifth stop in the revenge tour. You know what? Somebody came up to me.
That crowd noise you hear is Ouachita, by the way, the crowd.
Somebody from Destrehan came up to me and said, man, you took my boys out in the second round. And I knew then you guys was different. Y'all was about to do something special. And somebody else said, one of the officials, the reserve officials, was like, man, 14th seed, how y'all get here?
That's right. We're not supposed to be at this dance.
Absolutely. So
because we could have easily been top 3 seed.
Should have been, could have been, but we weren't.
I told him, you must not know about 258.
That's right. That's right. Well, guys, one of the things, Andy Chasen, one of the friends of the broadcast, great guy, he and his team put together a hype video that is just going viral on Facebook and Instagram and other social media causes. So we are going to go to the hype video right now. I want you to see exactly what is going on, what the Lions have been looking at, getting ready for this game. T-Lay, he's got the cameras, he's got the whole event. Hype video, please, sir.
This moment, it didn't start today. It didn't start this week or this season.
He's got plenty of room to the 40, 45, 50. He's down to the 40. It's a foot race. 30, 20, touchdown.
It started long before we ever wore the word Ouachita across our chest.
In the sweat of the teams who built this program.
And the last presentation we're going to make to Ouachita High School is the Class 4A State Championship Trophy.
And the heartbreak of the seasons that came up inches short.
Jamie Spencer, look at that man and all the determination he has. And it's intercepted. And that's going to do it.
And the legends who never got the chance we have right now.
He makes the first tackle, and he's got plenty of room to the 40, 45.
In the Dome, we won't just play for our team. We'll play for every Ouachita team that came before.
Every player who laid the foundation.
The end zone takes a shot, goes to Simpson, catches it, touchdown, Lions.
Every fan who believed.
You think this game means something to these fans and to these kids? You bet it does.
Every coach who carried the standard.
Hey, how about this deal?
This stage is different. This stage is the place where names become stories.
Where stories become legends.
and where legends become immortal.
Champions are remembered by the scoreboard. Champions are remembered for the moments.
The ones where you refuse to break. The ones where you choose each other.
The ones where you prove you were built for more.
This game isn't about pressure.
It's about opportunity.
The chance to etch Ouachita into history.
To become the team people talk about for generations. The team that did what others only dreamed of.
This team, our team, we've earned the right to step into forever. And forever doesn't come easy.
But it belongs to the fearless.
To the united.
To the ones who refuse to fall. When the lights hit the field.
When the crowd roars.
When the moment finally meets the mission.
We'll have one chance. We have one game.
There is one legacy.
Let's take what's ours. Go finish what we started. Go become immortal. This is Ouachita's time. Our story. Our forever.
Growing up in Northeast Louisiana, I was raised on neighbors helping neighbors, the spirit of entrepreneurship and good food. Something we know a lot about at Coney Island Connection. We've turned those values into our mission. We believe giving back with a lot of food and lots of love has the power of bringing people together. We're more than a restaurant, we're family, and with your support, we're changing lives one meal at a time. Thank you for helping us to become known as a small business with a big heart.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcomed Dr. Cammie Laird as a new member of the Caples & Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces, and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples & Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the town it was my turn for a gift, a new car to be found. As I stepped inside, the scent was divine. A Buick from Jim Taylor, soon to be mine. As I drove out of sight, Merry Christmas they cheered, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho.
From all of us at Jim Taylor Buick GMC, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Built to last and backed by integrity, Allied Roofing is your trusted veteran-owned roofing company in Monroe. Quality service and professional installation make them your best choice for roofing solutions. Allied Roofing is ready to provide you with dependable, quick, and customized roofing services that suit your needs 24/7. Visit them online at alliedroofingco.com or call 257-6107. Allied Roofing, proud supporters of Ouachita football.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard, part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
For all your favorite Mexican dishes, stop by Monroe's newest restaurant, El Tío Jose. The Garcia family welcomes you and yours 7 days a week at 5120 Desert Street. El Tío Jose, you're gonna love it. David's Mobile Detail and Wash makes it so convenient they come to you. Cars, RVs, boats, motorcycles, airplanes, homes, buildings, and more. For all your mobile detail and wash needs, call David's Mobile Detail and Wash 547-3233.
This is your station, Magic 106.1. From New Jack Swing to 2000s R&B. Every beat is a part of your story. Others imitate, but they can't duplicate. Magic 106.1.
Hi, I'm Melanie, class of 2018.
Hi, I'm Matthew, class of 2020. And our dad owns Mel's Towing.
We don't want your arm and leg, we just want your toe.
343-9998.
Go on!
And we are back to the Louisiana Superdome and proud to be here. Your Ouachita Lions. It's been 31 years since the Lions have been playing on this Superdome floor, 1994. If you watch the hype video that just played, you saw running back Jamie Spencer, and you saw Coach Mike Valerie. You saw all of those guys that were in that game. Unfortunately, that game they came up short. 5 years earlier, 1989, the Lions came down here, and they were able to beat Brother Martin for the big trophy, and it's still in the field house. 31 years later, the Lions are back.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, that we had two teams go back like really close in close succession, two classes, because when one team like kind of takes that glass ceiling out of the way, gets there and wins it, everybody believes, and I really believe this team has the opportunity to do that for Ouachita. And now, you know, it ain't gonna take another 30 years for us to get back here. We're gonna take that big trophy home, and then you'll see us coming multiple times.
Absolutely. Keys to the game time. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Paul Evans Bail Bonds. Paul is a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School. He's been helping families for years during some of their toughest times. If you get in a bind, call Paul, 318-267-7740. Des, we will go to you first for your keys to the game. This is for all the marbles. Every team in the state loses their final game, ends their season with a loss, except for one. That's the state champion. For that to be the Lions, what do they have to do tonight?
Step one is emotional intelligence, right? This is just a football game at the end of the day. When I was on the sideline watching Sterlington yesterday, they looked like they was just playing a football game, especially in that second half, because they've been there a bunch of times.
Yeah, they were here last year.
I got to play on this field once as a college player versus Tulane. In the first quarter, it took me a little bit, and then after a couple series, like, oh, we just playing football. Hope the Lions, when they get that, everything will settle in. Offensively, we got to do what we love to do, which is get vertical from A-gap to A-gap. Can we own that with the QB power read, with the inside zone with MJ Dade? And then we're going to have to hit a couple of things to loosen them up with the RPO game. Defensively, man, we got to tackle, and we got to make them do something they don't want to do, which is Hudson can't be a factor. They're going to have to beat us with something else.
Ahmad Hudson, the 6'8" tight end, is who you're talking about. Yep. He put a hurt on us on that first game.
And lastly, when we get in the red zone, we got to score. That's the one thing we didn't do when we first played them in the first game. We didn't score in the red zone. We got there plenty of times. We punch it in the red zone, we're going to be all right.
All right. Coach Brian Jacobs, your Paul Evans Bail Bonds, keys to the game for your Ouachita Lions to win tonight. What do they have to do?
Dad said a lot of the things that I was going to say, but the biggest thing is we got to start fast and we got to establish the run fast, which will open up the pass whenever we need to pass. As well as we got to make sure that not only do we score in the red zone, we have to create turnovers. And on the other end of starting fast, we got to get stops early and get Ruston's offense off the field. And it's not really about Ahmad Hudson, because I think when you make it about him, then you get outside of yourself and you get outside of the actual game. Because remember, it's just a football game. I think he's going to do his thing. We just have to contain him and more so than stop him, because, you know,
they gonna make what do you say? He eat for free too, right? That's what they're saying. He gonna make a couple plays, but just don't let him go hit his head on the goalpost with that play. And I want to piggyback on what you said. You know, last year we got turnovers in the last game. We just didn't punch it in. So when we create those turnovers, we need to those got to be points.
Well, that's one of the things I wanted to mention too, was turnovers. We watched Gina last night come out with a bang against Sterlington. We saw them come out, and they took it to Sterlington in the first half. It was unbelievable, and yet Sterlington poured it on in the second half and beat the Gina Giants 34-20. But what we saw were 2 pick sixes in that game, and it made every bit of difference. So when that happens, the turnovers are critical and key here. So that's what we've got to make sure, that the Lions keep that ball and turn it around to the others.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, well, we're getting ready for the teams to come out onto the field. And as we do that, we are going to take a quick break, come back, and then we will do the starting lineups. We'll take a 1 minute break, and we will be back. You're listening to the state championship game from the Louisiana Superdome on the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Are you ready to score big this season? Johnny's Pizza House is the winning play for every game day with our new Pizza Squad Rewards app. Download it now from johnnysph.com/app and get in the game with $5 off your first in-app order. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice of game day glory.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
We warmly invite you to join us in worship at North Monroe. Our hearts are dedicated to serving Jesus and growing together as a community of faith. Through the power of worship, the intimacy of small groups tailored for all ages, and our deep commitment to supporting one another as we seek to walk with Christ. Join us on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m. at our Monroe campus. You can also worship with us at our Bastrop campus at 10:30 a.m. For more info, visit us at northmonroe.com.
Let's face it, Louisiana roads are not your car's best friend. Every pothole, bump, and crack can throw your vehicle out of alignment. And when that happens, you don't want to take your car just anywhere. You want the best. That's why drivers all over Northeast Louisiana trust Twin City Tires and Automotive. At the heart of it all is Mitch Jordan, the alignment specialist. With more than 40 years experience, Mitch has seen it all and straightened it all. He's helped thousands of drivers get their cars back on track, handling everything from small adjustments to major corrections.
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740.
Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lakeshore. Clearly a cut above the others. Get ready for hunting season at your one-stop shop, Diamond Gun and Outdoors. Ammo, and check out the latest new and used rifles. Why hunt all over town when Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lakeshore has everything you need, family owned and operated. Diamond Gun and Outdoor, 8203 Desert in Lakeshore, just down from Ray's PG. Diamond Gun and Outdoor, 8203 Desert, Lakeshore.
All right, we are back to the Louisiana Superdome in the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. They are introducing the teams. The teams have both come out onto the field, and we're gonna turn this up here shortly here and let you pick up Coach Brian Jacobs' microphone. Des,
man,
talk about this feeling for these players.
It's a surreal feeling, just being down there with the team and looking at them go through warm-up. They look like they're ready. They're ready to be here. It's another football game. They all look grateful and excited to just go prove to the world what we know we're capable of doing.
We are broadcasting from the home side in the press box. Ouachita is the visitor, and it's a whiteout night. So everybody, or day, actually, it's a noon kickoff here. So the Ouachita Lions are on the far way, and they're on the far way, and Ruston Bearcats are on this side. We're changing our frequencies on the sideline, so a little bit of a little minor issue there. Yeah. So we're getting this worked out here. Go ahead, Coach Des.
There we go. Yeah, we're in the icy whites, man. The playoffs have been good to us wearing the white on white.
They have at Parkway, and we had one other one down there as well. So I'm going to go over and do these starting lineups while you keep up with what's going on down there. Go over and do these starting lineups. I'm going to start with the Ouachita Lions offensive starters. At quarterback is number 1, Montrell Connor Jr., 5'9", 190. He's a senior. At running back is number 3, M.J. Dade, 5'5", 161, senior. At wide receivers, number 8, Seneca Battle, 6'2", 183, junior. Your other wide receiver is Lewis Carter III, number 24, 5'10", 160, a dynamic freshman. You also have at wide receiver number 4, Wydell Clark Jr., 5'9", 145 senior. At tight end is number 9, Cam Brooks, 5'10", 185 senior. At right tackles, number 71, Julian Treadway, 6 foot 290 senior. At left guard is number 59, C.J. Williams, 5 foot 270. He is a senior. Coach, do we have you down there? We're trying to get Coach Jacobs down there on that sideline there. Okay. Let's see, Julian Treadway at number 59, left guard, C.J. Williams, 6 foot 270 senior. At centers, number 77, A.J. Washington, 6'1", 330 senior. At right guard is number 66, Marcus Jacobs, 5'10", 288 senior. At tackle, number 75, Jordan Pleasant, 5'10", 210. He's a junior. And your other running back is going to be number 27, Tyler Jackson, 5'4", 140 sophomore. Those are your offensive starters for your Ouachita Lions.
And they just doing a game ball presentation or honorary game ball for both teams. Both teams' head coaches came out on the field and got a game ball presented to them. It's a lot of pageantry right now, I'm noticing, pregame. Hopefully the players, they just kind of block that out a little extra.
Well, it's just we have to. There's so many frequencies, so many broadcasts, so many things going on here. We have to make sure that that we are on the right frequency because we have to sync with all these other broadcasts up here. So we have one little glitch, and we're going to take care of it. But I do see Principal Charlie. Is that Principal Charlie?
That's Coach Wright.
Coach Wright down there.
Coach Principal Charlie. He was my coach.
Well, he said I can still call him Coach because I knew him as Coach. But yes, he is our principal down there. And I think one of the things they're honoring, and we'll get this from Coach Jacobs here in just a minute about. We have a 4.0 student on the academic team that's down there, and I don't know if they're being honored pregame or postgame, but they are definitely there.
And just so we were on 5G, and you get in the dome. Our mic's already set up for that, and then AT&T comes and says, "Hey, you can't be on that frequency." So
so we're going to get it all fixed up here,
Absolutely.
folks.
But just for those wondering why we don't hear Coach Jacobs yet.
Yeah, he'll be back here shortly. All right, I'm going to go over the defensive starters for your Ouachita Lions. At your defensive tackle, number 57, Caden Powell, 5'10", 200 junior. At nose, the man, the beast, the legend, number 48, 6'3", 325 senior. At defensive end is Alex Smith, number 33, 5'8", 190 junior. Coach, we got you on here.
It sounds clear now.
It does. It does sound clear. Okay.
I'll give him a buzz.
Yeah, do that. Go ahead and do that, and we'll get him hooked up down there. Number 33 is Alex Smith, 5'8", 190. He is a junior. In the mic positions, number 23, Brandon Bruce, 5'9", 190 senior. At the Willie position, number 8, Jamarcus Jacobs, 5'10", 213 senior. In the rush position is number 6, Jeremy Petey Jones, 5'11", 200 senior. We're going to take a break for the prayer and the timeout. We will be right back. You're tuned in to the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
As a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School, a former football player, and an attorney, Skip Benton gets it. He knows the hard work it takes to get things done on the gridiron and at the courthouse. That's why the Law Office of Skip Benton is here to help you understand your rights as an accident victim. They offer free consultation, and in most cases, there are no fees, costs, or expenses owed to them unless they recover money on your behalf. Skip Benton is the personal injury attorney to call if you need help. No shortcuts here. They handle every case like it's the most important case, because it is. It's your case. If you need a personal injury attorney, skip the rest and hire the best. Call the Law Office of Skip Benton at 225-773-8486. 5534 Galleria Drive, Suite B in Baton Rouge, serving all of Louisiana.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed and Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed and Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our lines.
Remember, Creed and Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
This is your station, Magic 106.1. From New Jack Swing to 2000s R&B. Every beat is a part of your story. Others imitate, but they can't duplicate. Magic 106.1.
Find fresh flavors with Ginger's Kitchen. Ginger's Kitchen is your go-to source for homemade dry rubs, seasoning mixes, and mouth-watering canned goods. Our seasonings and mixes are made with homegrown ingredients, perfect for grilling brisket, enhancing your burgers, or adding a special touch to any meal. You can find our full list of offerings by visiting our website at gingerskitchen.store or emailing us at gingerskitchen@yahoo.com. Ginger's Kitchen, down-home products infused with homegrown ingredients made fresh from our kitchen to yours.
Hey folks, Frank Nettles here. Just want to let everybody know we're heading down to this championship game. We got those Ouachita Lions going down there to play those Ruston Bearcats, and we're hoping those Ouachita Lions come back with a big championship win right here at LA25A District. And if you need anything for your vehicles, be sure and give us a call at Frank Nettles Automotive, 323-7540. That's 2009 Roselawn Avenue here in Monroe, Louisiana.
We are back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. We are high up here in booth number 4. And the Ruston Bearcats are actually right next to us in booth number 3. We like those guys, except for right now. Yeah, we'll be friends in a couple of hours. No, great guys over there. We really do. They mean a lot to us there.
They gave me some water, too, so shout out to them.
There you go.
But we definitely want them to hold this L.
Absolutely. And we did have to change a couple of frequencies here. There's so many broadcasters and signals floating through this Superdome that we had to change frequencies. But we got Coach Jacobs back. How about it, Coach Jacobs? Lee Edwards Mazda Sideline Report. Talk to us about what has gone on in the last 10 minutes.
Nothing other than me trying to get on the right frequency.
And you got it knocked out. You got it knocked out.
All right, all the lights are out in the Superdome right now as they are showing some videos up on the big screen, and I do mean big screen.
It's bigger than that screen they used to have.
They're doing
light show too.
Oh, it's the hype video for the LHSAA Classic here, narrated by the Honey Badger, Tyrant Matthew. Des Lighton, how about that? How about Coach O being on the field, and you even got a picture with him?
Hey, you know what's funny?
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
His son played quarterback for my alma mater, McNeese, and I walked up to him, introduced myself, said, "Yeah, I know. You know, you used to talk to Cody," and he was like, "Michelle coach you, right?"
Gosh.
Him and Manny go way back. You know, back in Manny Michelle's Curtis days, so we had to rib him a little bit. I told him I got a sack against LSU. He said, "I'm gonna have to see that on film."
All right, we will be having the coin toss here soon. Coach Jacobs, they've got we have a New Orleans. Is that New Orleans officials down here? Is that what we got?
Yes, we have a New Orleans crew.
All right, here come the captains out onto the field. I see big A.J. Washington, number 77. I see number 0, Odie Fremont. Number 1, Montrell Connor Jr. Number 4, Wydell Clark. It's number 50, 92, 90, and 10 for the Ruston Bearcats. It's an all-2-5A final, and it's hard to believe. No, it's not hard to believe that it comes down to that. Let's go down to Coach.
Gentlemen, congratulations and welcome to the Division I Non-Select State Championship. Our coin today, this purple side with the fleur-de-lis will be heads, and this green side with the crawfish tail will be tails. Ouachita, you are the visiting team. What is your call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. It is heads. You would like to defer? Ruston has one.
All right, Coach, give us an update.
Well, we called tails. We lost the coin toss. It was on heads, and Ruston deferred, so we will be receiving the ball first.
Okay, well, that means that we get a chance to see that Ouachita offense right off the bat.
Hey, I thought he said heads for a second when he first said it.
Well, tails rarely fails. Let's just say that. We got to change our saying up after that one. It is an honor and a privilege and a pleasure, Coach Jacobs, Des Lighton, to be broadcasting with you on this final game of the regular season. No, of the postseason. Game number 15. I'm not used to saying postseason 15 games, you know.
You're not used to saying state champion.
State championship, and that's what we want to do is hoist the big trophy up here in just a little while. 4 quarters of football yet to play. Revenge Tour will wrap up today with these Ouachita Lions.
I just can't wait for it the kickoff to kick in, and then it's just a football game at that point.
That's right. I agree. I agree.
You know, I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I got little butterflies right now, and I'm just watching.
You're not going to be honest?
I'm going to be honest.
He's going to be honest.
I'm not going to be honest.
I'm not going to be honest.
Hey, do want to say a big thank you to so many people. We'll be talking about our sponsors all through the broadcast, but the people that stepped up to get this team, the band, the cheer, all these folks down here, our sponsors are alumni-owned like Parkway Pharmacy, Daily Harvest, Fit for Life, and Fit Forever, Cub House, the Brand Shack. And let's see, it's got the alumni. This is the 2006 alumni. Ursula Douglas, owner of Sprout Consulting Group, Twin City Chiropractic, and Evans Oil. Thank you, guys. And now we are about to get this game underway. Wydell Clark deep to return this kickoff. Now, Ruston, we know this.
They will onside.
They will onside kick. That's one thing we didn't get a chance to talk a lot about pregame. Ruston defense shifts so many times trying to get that Ouachita offense to jump off sides. And it worked on Game 6, which was the first district game for the Lions. But the Lions have had 9 more weeks to practice against that. We know the trick plays, fake punts, onside kicks. Ruston got one of those, I believe, against us too. So the main point here is the Lions just need to, as Des said, emotionally focus on what needs to happen here. Ricky Robertson, our statistician. Talk to us, sir.
Excited to be here in the Superdome with everybody. Be sure to download the LHSAA Live mobile app to stay up to date with the latest scores, schedules, news, and more. The LHSAA Live mobile app is your trusted source for all things LHSAA, available in the Apple App Store and Android app on Google Play.
Kickoff taken at the 22-yard line. Ruston kicked it. Ouachita's returning it, and he will get to about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line, and that is where the Ouachita Lions will begin this game.
Who was that? Was that Cam Williams on the
Come on, Coach. Who was on that one?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that was Cam Williams, man. Beautiful for him.
Cam
Brooks?
Yes.
Cam Brooks. Okay, beautiful for Cam Brooks getting this game kicked off. And ball security, I noticed that. He had 2 hands on that ball the whole time.
Yes, that's something that must happen. All right, here come the Lions to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Connor in shotgun. Dade next to him. There's a snap. Hand off to Dade. First play, Macario Dade Jr. He's going to get about a yard, and that is going to do it. Ruston is ready and prepared for that play so far.
But that's one of them things where we're going to test the edge, try to test them off tackle, but you just got to feed MJ rhythm.
Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 for the Lions. Same formation with 2 receivers split out to the right side, 1 to the left. Connor in shotgun. Dade switches to the right side of Connor. They are moving right to left as you look at your screen. Connor, second play, snap, pass, caught at the 36-yard line, gain of 5. And on that reception is
Cam Brooks.
Cam Brooks.
Cam Brooks, and I like that, getting him touches early. That's a weapon across the middle, and that's going to open up the deep ball as well once those linebackers start to sink in on him running underneath.
3rd down and 4. Gain of 5 on that pass reception. 3rd and a manageable 4. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
And that was an RPO, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Run pass option.
Connor's telling the play to the team, getting ready for the snap.
So showing pressure off the edge.
There's a snap. He
Fast
fumbles
snap.
it. Connor's trying to pick it up. He's just going to have to fall on it. He tried to pick it up and carry it away, but ultimately he didn't lose it.
Yeah.
He did fall on it, but that's a loss of about 20 yards.
And that's our one bad snap right there for the game. And you're going to see my little brother come in, Trey Johnson, and see if he can be a fireman and put out that fire by flipping his field with a great punt.
Yeah, bad snap, but if you touch both of your hands, you got to catch it.
Okay, and you know, I'm glad you said that, Coach Jacobs, because you're a little close. I couldn't tell how bad it was.
Return man for Ruston, standing at the 50-yard line. Ruston will get good for field position here, but we've seen Johnson
good snap
boot some big ones. This one's
hit him.
high.
Flag. It's going to be first down.
They did hit the punter, and Trey Johnson, return man, fair catches for it at the 50. The Lions only needed 4 before the big snap. If it's a 15, it'll be a first down. If not, they'll just be able to re-kick.
Yeah, just to kind of go back on that play and what happened, the snap was to Montreal's left, and he was trying to move right. It looked like it was probably going to be a quarterback sweep call, and he was moving right, and he had to try to get back to the left and hit both his hands. He just didn't catch it. That's why it's important to have timing, rhythm, and good snaps.
Still 4th down. It wasn't enough yards to be 4th down. To be a first down. It was only a running into the kicker, not a roughing.
So first penalty of the game goes against the Bearcats, and the Lions will be re-kicking here. Now, Ruston did block a punt in the first meeting, and the Lions have definitely been preparing for this.
Well, see, guess what? We get a reshot at this, and now they just got a penalty, so now they'll be a little bit more tentative.
Return man now, instead of the 50s, back at the 45-yard line.
They actually have 2 return men who look like they're not going to block it.
Oh, I see him. Yep. 2 return men. Good call. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson brings it down, gets a nice high snap, and it will be caught at the 45. He's going to try to return it, gets it to about the 49-yard line, and that's where the Bearcats will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so not terrible. You know, they get it at the 50, great field position, but it could have been worse with what we had. 2 great operations, 2 great punts.
All right, the Lions, the ball is right at the 50, so.
What you got, Ricky?
LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day.
Everybody in close, tight, consolidated there as the quarterback takes a snap, hands off to the running back, and he's going to go over the right side. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards.
That's Jamarcus Jacobs and Dylan Berryman in on the tackle. Well, we did a great job at the point of attack on the left side of making that puller have to slow up, and then we fill gaps. But they pulled 73's their best offensive lineman. He pulls a lot, very quick in space, and we handled that very well. We're going to be spilling it, trying to get it to bubble. Bringing in Caden Powell at the rush in.
Bearcats take that ball. They're going to hand it off. Same place, same spot, and got plenty of room here. He's to the 30. He's to the 25. Still on his feet. Tackled at the 20-yard line. First down of the game goes to the Bearcats, and they're inside the Ouachita red zone.
And we just didn't fit it up. Similar type play. We let everybody. They got a great push up front, and Jamarcus Jacobs' shot has got backside. There's nobody there front side.
Ball is at the 19-yard line of Ouachita. Bearcats ball. 1st and 10. Handoff.
Penetration.
Trying the right time,
Good job,
but
AJ.
that time A.J.
Washington
in on defense there, and they're trying to bulk up that O-line, and he shut that one down. In fact, comes up with a 1-yard loss.
So you know you love it. Everything's on the ground. You've got your starting center in there right now playing on the defensive line going both ways. TFL gets them off schedule. And that's what you got. Penetration kills the pull game.
Actually, a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah.
Quarterback goes under center for the Bearcats. 1 receiver split out to the left, 1 to the right. I formation. He's going to throw this ball. Looking to throw. Got a man downfield. Incomplete. No flag. Great coverage by Whitehall Clark Jr.
Yeah, trying to hit up Hudson there. Whitehall's right in position. He would have had to have been a circus catch for him to catch it.
Well, that's the second receiver that they try to get the ball to.
That's one. That's number 1.
He's from Monroe, Louisiana.
I like how you
Josiah.
put that.
I know what that. Yes.
Yeah, Josiah Morgan, 6'1", 197 pounds.
Hartwell is the quarterback for the Bearcats. He is a junior, 6 foot 173.
But this is a big 3rd down here to force them to attempt a field goal here, which would be a big win for the Lions.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. After that big high snap that set the Lions back on their first possession. Here comes 3rd and 12. Man in motion, empty backfield. Hartwell to throw, looking. He's going to keep it and run. He's got room to the 20, 15, and he's still on his feet down to the 10. Heck, he's close to the 1st down. I don't know if he got it, but he's close.
Yeah,
real close. I think he's about a half yard short.
All right, first big 4th down of the game. And you know what? They ran us off, and we just got a little bit out of our rush lanes. They're doubling Dylan in the middle, and Dylan picks the wrong side. They both, so what? Jamarcus Jacobs and Dylan picked the same gap.
And I think I'm pretty sure there's defensive sound that they're not supposed to do that.
No, you don't want. If you got 2 players in the same gap, you're cooked.
4th and 1 for the Bearcats. They are going for it at the 10-yard line. 4th and 1. Hartwell under center. I formation behind him.
Penetration in the middle would kill it.
There it is, and
Toss.
It's going to be a pitch, a toss, and it's going to be a 1st down Bearcats. He's tackled after about a 2 or 3 yard gain, but the Bearcats pick up the 1st down and now have a 1st and goal at the 8.
Got to make them earn it. They went downhill toss there, and we had all of our bulk in the middle, so they had the right call for that situation. And, you know, Odie almost had a shot at it, but it would have been a tough play off the edge.
I'll tell you what, watching that Sterlington-Gina game last night, it was all Gina 1st half, all Sterlington 2nd half. Anything can happen in this state championship game.
Oh, we battling.
Hartwell under center again. 2 receivers to the right. 1st and goal from the 8. He's going to pitch it back to the running back, and he is going to get down to the 4, 3, maybe down to the 2.
Ball came out.
2nd down and goal.
I think the ball came out. Oh.
No, I don't think
No,
it came out.
I'm looking at it. I don't see it.
I saw him scrambling on the ground. What that was about? Maybe I think he was trying to stick it out. And so we had Petey Jones coming from backside and actually got hands on him early.
And swung him forward for yards.
Yeah.
Ball went all the way down to the 1. That was a 7-yard gain. It is 2nd and goal from the 1.
Turnover will be great right here. Fumble snap, something, you know.
I formation, quarterback under center. 2nd and goal from the 1. Snap. Hands off to the running back, and he is hit in the backfield back at the 5-yard line. Brandon, number 23, Bruce.
Shot the gap and made the tackle.
And that's what you got to have on the goal line. You cannot sit on your heels. You get a clear read, you got to pull your trigger, and he did get him off schedule.
They mark him as a loss for 3, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Ouachita defense stepping up.
No free meals here.
No free meals.
On 3rd and goal. Hartwell again, I formation. He's under center, not in shotgun. Stacking up that right side with a man in motion. And it's going to be a naked bootleg, and he is going to score.
Yeah.
Naked bootleg. Everybody chased it to the right side. Quarterback kept it and scores. Ruston scores first. It's 6-0.
And just, we got caught not having eye discipline. Odie was looking inside at the running back when he's got outside contained. Caught us, being a little greedy.
It was set up to make the play there, but we went with the toss.
And so that they call it eye discipline. Have your eyes on your responsibility.
Extra point attempt by the Bearcats.
It's a good call. Good call there by Ruston.
Snap, placement, kick is up. Looks good, and it is. We have a 7-0 ball game. We're back in 1 minute. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
As a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School, a former football player, and an attorney, Skip Benton gets it. He knows the hard work it takes to get things done on the gridiron and at the courthouse. That's why the law office of Skip Benton is here to help you understand your rights as an accident victim. They offer free consultation, and in most cases, there are no fees, costs, or expenses owed to them unless they recover money on your behalf. Skip Benton is the personal injury attorney to call if you need help. No shortcuts here. They handle every case like it's the most important case, because it is. It's your case. If you need a personal injury attorney, skip the rest and hire the best. Call the law office of Skip Benton at 225-773-8486. 5534 Galleria Drive, Suite B in Baton Rouge, serving all of Louisiana.
Back to action here at the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. Bearcats kick that ball all the way out of the back of the end zone. That will be a touchback. Lions will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, trailing 7-0.
Of note, we had MJ Dade back there to take the kickoff return. And, just the unfortunate event on the first drive set us up for that situation with this bad snap, and they got great field position. You don't have much to work with there, but defense still, for the most part, looked like they were in position. Just got to make the plays.
Fine Designs is the official championship merchandise provider of the LHSAA. Make sure you stop by their booth or visit them online at shop.lhsaa.org to get your official state championship merchandise.
Well, they going to get the ads in.
All right, here come the Lions, 1st and 10 at their own 20. 2 receivers stacked up close on the right side. Connor in shotgun. Snap. Hands off to Dade. Dade's going to try the right side. Got some room. 20-25. He's at the 30, close to the first down. This would be Ouachita's first down if he got it, but...
And I like that. We got to stretch him east and west.
It's a 2nd down. He's close, but not quite.
That's a great first down play. Pick up 8 yards on the stretch. Make him run. And that's going to open up the inside run.
Absolutely, which is what Ouachita's notorious for. Gain of, we'll call it 8. 2nd down and 2. Lions have 2 receivers over to the side. 1 man in motion now is Cam. He's lined up now in the slot. Connor in shotgun takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle. Got the first down and more. Crosses the 40-yard line. That's a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection first down for the Lions.
And with that read right there, that's our bread and butter. That play was opened up by MJ hitting the edge to play before. If we can do that, we're going to have a great night.
Yeah, if we could get a block by the receiver on the outside, he's
going.
hitting his head on the goalpost.
Yes, and he did what you finally did say, Coach. He just got vertical, and he tried to split him.
Connor picks up 14. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Lions right back to the line of scrimmage here. Snap. And nope, fake the handoff. Connor wants to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wydell Clark.
There's a little too much heat on it.
Almost had it just off his fingertips out of range. That will be an incomplete pass.
Just got to put a little bit more air on it. And you know what? To Wydell's credit, man, he got on his horse. He got on his horse to try to get to it.
Yeah.
Beat him off the line.
Yeah, he beat him off the line from jumping. He should have stayed in the same gear, but he slowed down early. I think this
Getting on the
got him
same
up
page.
track.
Yep. Montreal threw it like he was going to be hitting it.
Second down and 10 for the Lions.
I like the shot, though. I like that. That's going to be there.
2 receivers to the left are Battle and Carter. Wydell Clark split out to the right side. Snap to Connor. Connor is going to keep the ball himself. He's got an option man in Dade, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds after a gain of 6 or 7. So this is going to bring up 3rd down and short after that gain of 7.
So observation, we're being able to get the edge there. We run the speed option. He had blockers in front, and he just decided to hit that alley. Didn't even need Dade because we had a guy that went out to Dade.
Third and 3.
I like that.
Battle and Carter on the near side. Wydell Clark split out as a receiver to the far side. Macario Dade, the running back. Connor got the play from the coaches. Now he's calling it out. He's back in shotgun.
Extra guy on the outside edge there.
There's a snap. Dade's going to get it, but he's not going to get the first down. He's going to get up to the 50. He'll pick up about a yard, and it's going to bring up 4th and 2 at the 50. What do you do, Lions?
I think Coach will probably send his punt unit out.
Yeah, but we also have seen that punt
I think Coach is going for it.
Oh, it looked like Coach saying, look, lead the offense on there. I like that. And you know what? We're settling into this game. I like the call here.
Yeah. And it could be just try to draw them off sides. But Lions on 4th and 2 are going for it. Same formation with 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. Bearcats up 7-0.
And they've been shifting, and it hadn't affected us.
Don't forget, too, that Connor is able to punt as well. There it is. Connor wants to throw this one. He's got a man.
I don't know what happened there.
I have no idea. There was not a receiver near there, and the Lions will turn this ball over on downs.
MJ was wide open over here in the flats.
So they get the ball on the 50 again.
That's tough, two situations, and we got to execute there. Like you said, you had MJ in the flats. Nobody went out with him, but he had already picked who he wanted to go to. But he was throwing to a spot there, and it looked like, he was trying to throw it to Lewis Carter, and Lewis Carter cut his route off a little early. That's a freshman.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like, Des.
So Bearcats are taking over at the 50 once again. We want to thank many of our new sponsors for jumping on this broadcast and helping this to happen here. And that includes folks like Frank Nettles, Jim Taylor, Century Next Bank. There's a handoff to the running back, tackled in the backfield. Lions make him lose 2.
Dylan Berryman destroyed the center. He was Thanos on that play right there. He mugged up to the snap, and he took him and sent him, opened up the gate. Everybody else got through behind him.
We got to get a stop here.
Got to.
Yes. 2nd down and 12 after that Berryman stop.
Two plays off the field. And so we forced the 3rd down earlier, and we got out of our rush lanes. Otherwise, we're off the field there.
Both big plays were Lions not following through on that. The naked bootleg where the quarterback scored was the same thing.
We've been in position.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hartwell, the quarterback, in shotgun. Snap. He's going to hand off. Right up the middle goes the man, and he is at the 50. Back to the original line of scrimmage, but most importantly, that brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcats.
3rd and 10 here, and an opportunity to get off the field. We're going to bring in our rush in Ray Jones. He's a little bit shiftier off that edge to try to get some pressure.
And we have seen some blitzing by him that has gotten to other quarterbacks in previous games in the playoffs.
But now the quarterback have shown that he has the propensity to take off and run.
Somebody's got to cover him.
Yep.
We are proud to be bringing you this game from the Louisiana Superdome, the state championship game. Trips receivers out to the left side, 1 receiver to the right, empty backfield, and it's going to be a quick pass over the middle. It is dropped by the big guy, Hudson. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's going to force a punt there. But look, I thought we lined up off sides.
I did too.
I'm pretty sure we off sides. All right, they missed that one. I appreciate it. I'll take it. But we tried to press Hudson. He beat us off that line early, and he just dropped it, man. It was on his back hip. Got to catch that one.
Well, Bearcats are making mistakes too, and this is just, I mean, Coach Jacobs, you're down there. The atmosphere, the feeling of this game, I mean, it's incredible.
No doubt, no doubt.
But that's the first
fans
big
are excited, but our team is their business as usual.
Yeah.
And that's what I like.
That's good. Return man back deep at the 20-yard line. Bearcats
they
to
wouldn't
punt
fake it here,
on
would they?
4th down and 10.
He ran into the kicker. And
No, he
tipped
good.
it. He tipped it.
And
Oh,
this
my
ball,
goodness.
Wydale Clark could not get to it. It's going to roll down to the 5-yard line. So the Lions will have to start deep in their own territory. But most importantly, they forced a 3-and-out. Score still remains Ruston 7, Ouachita nothing. Ouachita's third possession coming up.
We just haven't had any luck with that play with the short punt and being able to get to it and stop that roll. But it was a tip is what the official called, and the tip worked in their favor.
We also want to thank other sponsors for this broadcast. And Mills Towing stepped up, Diamond Gun, Paul Evans, we mentioned that, Coney Island Connection, Origin Bank, David's Mobile Detail. In fact, we saw his truck down there on Poydras.
Sure did.
All right,
photo up.
Here come the Lions, 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff. Dade coming out of the backfield. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. No gain on that play.
If that was a read and Montreal could have pulled that, there was nobody backside, bro. Nobody. But that was a design handoff stretch. It was not. He wasn't reading the backside in.
I would like to hope and think that there was no read on that.
No. You know what I mean? We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Seneca Battle and Wydale Clark lined up way out on the right side. Everybody else in close. Connor standing in his own end zone, and he's going to keep this ball himself, and now he will lose yardage. They're going to tackle him close to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, maybe even 2.
Now, on that play,
he should have gave
it. The edge was there, and you saw MJ react a little bit to like, hey, man, check it out. You give it to MJ, it's him in a foot race with the guy on the edge, and he's going to win that.
No doubt.
Loss of a yard, 3rd down and 11. Lions need to really put a drive together here.
Need a first down.
And get this momentum and keep that defense off the field. Battle and Wydale Clark split out to the right side.
Screen or something.
And Connor wants to throw from his own end zone. He's got guy downfield. There is a man there, and it is going to be...
It's caught! Seneca Battle! Let's go!
At the 50-yard line, Seneca Battle gets the Chris Lewis Coney Island Connection first down at the 50-yard line.
Mama, they go that man again. I told them again before this game, you the man. They just don't know it yet. They going to know after this game. What a throw by Montreal Connor. The pass pro was perfect. He had a perfect pocket to sit there, and he put it on his, and gave his man a chance to make a play on the ball. Look at this pocket by the offensive line.
Sorry, fellas. I probably got too loud.
No, that was great. That was great. No apologies here, baby. We in a dome.
Ouachita Lions.
What a catch.
The best thing about Seneca Battle is, for Ouachita Lion fans, he's a junior. He'll be back next year.
And now Dylan Berryman is checking in, guys. Look no further. Thanos is on the field.
When Berryman comes in, that's when they are able to he lines up in that slot, that halfback slot position, and they are able to just pound that ball behind that big body.
I'm about to tie this game up, guys.
Oh, no doubt.
2 receivers over on the right side. Berryman lined up in the slot. Connor has it. He's going to run behind Berryman and Dade, and still not able to get.
A gap.
He's going to lose a yard or 2.
He had a
got to
gap.
get in the gap and get vertical.
He had a gap. He sat there and lets us block and puts his foot in the ground. He's going up the seams.
Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Berryman checks out. Trips receivers to the right side.
Watch
Carter,
this gap
Clark,
on the replay. Check it inside, and it's right there. But it was a slight gap, but man.
And for those that are not able to see the replay, well, we apologize for that. We could not get the rights to the video this year.
Nobody did.
Trips to the near side. Battle in motion, left to right. Connor in shotgun.
Giving him plenty of cushion on the
There's a
edge.
snap. Dade gets it. Moves ahead forward for a gain of about 4. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
So look, the short pass game is going to be there. Seneca Battle was out there. They gave him like a 7-yard cushion.
Well, right now you need about 8. So, man, we're at the end of our first quarter already. So we will take that break, and we will be back at the end of 1, the LTO Jose first quarter. It is Ruston 7, Ouachita nothing. We're back in 1 minute. You're tuned into the Lion Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Hey there, this is Caleb Johnson, founder of Johnson & Associates Wealth Strategies. I grew my firm with one purpose: to support people who have spent their lives supporting everyone else. Those are doctors, dentists, and small business owners. You take care of patients and build communities. My role is to help you understand your financial needs and explore strategies to protect your income, prepare for retirement, and look at a future that you want to create. If you want clarity and a partner to help you out with that, please give me a call at 318-361-2446 or go to my website at johnsonandassociateswealth.com.
Hi, I'm Melanie, class of 2018.
Hi, I'm Matthew, class of 2020. And our dad owns Mel's Towing.
We don't want your arm and leg, we just want your toe.
343-9998.
Go on!
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. It is 3rd down and 8 for the Lions. We have flipped the sides of the field. Lions are now moving left to right.
You know, we haven't seen Montreal take off and scramble drill just yet.
It's coming.
Figure it out, too.
It's coming.
Yep.
We have trips receivers lined up on the left side on 3rd down and 8.
They got a three-man front.
Three-man. I was exactly about to say that. 3-man front for the Bearcats. There's the snap. Connor wants to throw. Looking. Got a man.
Put it behind him, picked off. Oh, he dropped it.
No,
dropped it.
incomplete. He had a man battle. It just went through his arms, and he was not able to pull it into the arms of the defender, who also could not pull it in. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down and 8.
Well, it would have been a tough catch. He was running, across the field, and it was behind him on his back hip. He had to rotate around. He puts that in front of him. He gets that first down.
First quarter stats.
He's leaving the offense out there.
Well, here we go. 4th down again. We'll say here, 4th down and 8. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And remember, Connor can pooch punt. And he does. So this is going to be a high punt, and this is going to roll. Oh, it's going to take a
no.
It's a Ouachita bounce at the 12. So he pooch punts it. So the Lions will turn it over. They still don't have a score. Bearcats have 7, but this will be the 3rd possession for the Bearcats, and they'll start at their own 12.
And we flipped the field, finally got them pinned back a little bit. That's definitely a small win there for the Lions. I'll call it a large win.
Small victories.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of sitting behind a desk and waiting for the clock to strike 5. If you want an adventurous career, there's more than one way to serve in the U.S. Air Force. Head to airforce.com to learn more.
Seems like there's some confusion on the sideline about whether it's a point or not. All right, and it looked no further. It looks like 1, 2, 3.
Everybody in close for this one.
3, 4. They kind of overloading the left side of the line.
Yep, tight formation. Hartwell in shotgun. He's going to keep it himself and try the left side.
He goes left.
And he's got plenty of room there. He's off 25-30, 35-40. And out of bounds at the 45-yard line goes Hartwell. That's twice he's done that to the Lions.
Basically, he went unbalanced left, and we did not account for that extra gap. So they had an extra hitter on the left side of the line, and then they pulled a guy. Just didn't get lined up there. Well, good job by Dylan Johnson.
Exactly 30 yards on that gain. They went from the 12 to the 42. Caleb and Associates Wealth Management stats in the first quarter. Ouachita had 67 yards, Ruston 50. But Ruston has the 1 score. That's the difference. Hartwell in shotgun. He's going to pitch back to his running back, who's going to try back up the middle, and the Lions say no way. They wrap him up and tackle him for a loss of 1.
And so we set a great edge there, making them cut back inside. We got lined up properly there. They're trying the downhill toss.
2nd down and 11.
And good things happen, Mike, when you get penetration against these guys.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
They do.
And, I think Montreal is settling into this game offensively. The defense is starting to settle in as well.
2 receivers out on the right side. Hartwell goes under center, I formation, and he wants to throw that ball. He's rolling off to the right. Got a man. It's Hudson over on the right side. First man misses a tackle. Second man misses a tackle. And Hudson's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Bearcats score. And once again, it's that 6'8" tight end, Ahmad Hudson.
And I hate to say it, you could see it coming in space. That you just got to tackle this guy, and it's a tough ask.
2 missed tackles on that.
2 of them.
2, yeah, exactly. 59-yard touchdown pass, Hartwell to Hudson.
You can't ankle tackle this guy. You got to bring your hard hat and lunge. That was a terrible fake, too. And here's the first one. Didn't go inside out. Left your feet. can't do it. It's like we panic when we see him with the ball in his hands.
No doubt.
Extra point attempt by the Bearcats. Snap, placement, kick is up. Oh, I don't know if he got that one. He did. He did. All right. 14-0 is our score. Bearcats on top and in command for the moment. We will be back. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
David's Mobile Detail and Wash makes it so convenient they come to you. Cars, RVs, boats, motorcycles, airplanes, homes, buildings, and more. For all your mobile detail and wash needs, call David's Mobile Detail and Wash 547-3233.
Customer service is really important in the car industry because when you take care of the customer let people know how good you are, and that brings in referrals. So customer retention and customer satisfaction is one of my best things I love about doing this thing. Because if they're happy, I'm happy. My customer happiness is my happiness.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth, broadcasting from the Louisiana Superdome. Bearcats just took a 14-0 lead, but as we've learned all year long, don't you count these Lions out. And here comes a onside kick. And the Lions, looks like the Bearcats may have gotten it.
They did.
They did get it. We knew this was coming.
There's a flag.
It's going to be offsides, I think.
Yeah, going to be
offsides.
We got to have enough sense up front to fair catch the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, because you have to have the chance to catch it. You're right.
Yep.
We knew this onside kick was coming, and there it was.
We came up with the ball.
But let's check this penalty, and it does appear to be against the Bearcats offsides. Waiting on the call here from the official. Still waiting.
I think they're doing a replay review.
Okay, that's something we noticed in some of the previous games. A replay review is pretty impressive. Here comes the call.
Yeah, we got the ball.
All right, it is against the Bearcats.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, but we did get the ball.
You hear a bunch of boos coming from the Bearcat side. The Ouachita side's quite happy with that one.
Man, they trying to get us out of here.
No doubt.
From the Monday morning compute to every weekend competition, Valero is proud. Valero is proud to keep Louisiana moving, and with the Valero Pay app, you can save right at the pump because fueling up should feel just as good as the win. Born in Texas, proudly American, and trusted coast to coast, Valero is here to get you where you need to be right now.
And I think the kicker, you can't start off going one direction and turn around and go the other direction.
Not sure how all that works down there, but we do know they backed up to 5 yards to the 35. Are they going to onside kick it again? Doubtful. But with these Bearcats, you never know.
Maybe. And you know what? I got a prayer sent to me for the Lions from Amy Lawrence, Neville Tiger supporter, and shout out to her.
We've had a lot of response from many, many teams supporting these Lions, and we do appreciate that. Now we're going back to a re-kick here. Here are the Bearcats, and they're going to squib kick this thing down the field. Lions are going to let it go into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 Lions for their 4th possession. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20.
And it checked up a bit there for a little while. I got a little nervous. But you know what? This offense, we've had opportunities, and just got to hit them now. And it kind of reminds me of the Sterlington game against Gina, where they had opportunities early against Gina and just, wasn't filling them in.
Raising Cane's is the official chicken of the LHSAA. Be sure to stop by one of their many locations while you travel to and from LHSAA championships. Raising Cane's, one love.
Woof, woof.
Hey, Ricky, they talking about you on the broadcast, brother. They say you loving the ad reads. Hey, we are contractually obligated to do that.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. That's a twins formation, and Connor is under pressure. He's trying to roll out to the left, and they're going to tackle him for a loss for 5 yards. Great penetration by the Bearcats there, getting the Lions back at the 15.
We got to ease up. We tried to do a draw, and they had the perfect play call. They had outside pressure, and it collapsed on us. Trying to set up the delay draw. Also another bad snap, but yeah, that edge, you can't let him free. Both guys were free on the edge. To get us off schedule.
2nd down and 14.
And we have a draw to MJ in in these type of situations, a delayed draw that's in. And we haven't called it in a couple weeks, but it's there.
Connor back in shotgun. Receivers lined up on the left side and the right. Dade gets the handoff, looking for a block. He's got a block. Trying to get outside. 20, 25. Still on his feet. 30, 34-yard line. And a Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection first down.
Man, that's a bad man on the edge. He did 2 guys in space. And it's like, that's Turbo. He wears a headband that says Turbo on it because he Turbo. He got that extra gear.
18-yard gain by Dade out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Lions. They come out in that 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right category there with the formation. Carter, Battle on the left side, Clark on the right.
When you can pick up first down on 2nd and 15 running.
You've done well. Connor takes the snap, hands off Dade. Dade's going to try up the middle. Dade's got 6 yards up to the 40. Looks like he's still trying to get more yards, and they're still trying to tackle him. That little 5'5", 165 scat back.
And I'm telling you, on that play, he was a crease away from hitting his head on the goalpost. It was there. But the Ruston Bearcats closed it in at just the last second.
2nd down and 4. Bearcats up 14-0.
And we're feeding Dade. I like that. We're getting a push up front as well.
Trust me, we finna get in the end zone.
Yeah. And you know what?
14-7 ball game.
And I think the Lions settle in at that point. Neville, we got in the end zone early. I think they settled in early.
Carter and Battle to the left, Clark to the right.
Showing pressure on the edge.
Connor takes the ball. Got to keep it himself. Tries that left side. He's got some room. He's got the Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection, first down and a gain of 5.
Perfect. They run the read, power read there, and they key in on Dade. And Montreal gets vertical, puts his foot in the ground, and gets that first.
Folks, after this game will be the Edna Carr St. Augustine game, or St. Augustine, depending on what part of town you live in. And they're expecting 40,000 for that game. It's all New Orleans select final for 5A. And these people will be pouring in very soon here. So you hear Ouachita and Ruston fans, but after halftime, this place is going to get full. Connor, back to pass. He's looking. Got time. Got a man downfield. His Battle. And that is incomplete. Good defensive play by the Bearcats.
Yeah, they held him. They reached out and grabbed him. I like how we giving Battle chances. They definitely held him. They're going to say he pushed off a little bit, and so they let a little hand fight it, but they definitely grabbed his shoulder.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Lions at their own 46-yard line.
It happened before you saw it on a replay. There you go. Come on. That's as clear a hold as clear as day.
And they're looking on the big replay on the big screen, and that awe you heard is from the Lions fans there. Battle and Carter split out to the left side. Clark to the right. Connor takes a snap. He's going to keep this ball himself. He's got a lead blocker, got some room. He's out to the 50, 49-yard line, and that's going to give him a gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And great running there by Montreal Connor. He used MJ as a lead blocker, but he hit it full speed and got vertical up the seam, and took a little bit of a hit there to set up a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. Check this kick out block. And if Dade blocks 11, which he's going to have to come off the field because he lost his helmet, which they're letting him stay on the field. Oh, he's on the sideline.
Yeah, he's on the sideline. 3rd and 5, Lions at the Bearcat 49. They trail 14-0.
And that is Darius Woods, the corner. So look for us to maybe target his backup.
Battle goes in motion from right to left, making 2 receivers now on the left side, 1 on the right. Connor wants to throw, looking, got a man over the middle. Battle caught, first down at the 42-yard line. Battle has some good-looking catches.
Hey, Battle is battling right now. He's feeling it. And look, you just popped up on the sideline, Coach Jacobs. That's our sideline guy looking good. But watch this catch. He climbed the ladder, baby. You can't defend that. That's a perfect pass. I don't care if there's nothing you can do about that. Perfect pass beats perfect defense.
Gain of 6 on that pass over the middle, but most importantly, it was that first down at the Bearcat 42. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Battle again goes in motion right to left. He's getting a workout today.
Bringing pressure.
Connor takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Dade. He's looking to throw. Got a man downfield, but is good coverage down there, too.
Oh,
and it's intercepted.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and a flag.
And
a flag.
He grabbed him to catapult himself into position to make that.
Well, that's going to be another first down for the Lions and get them in great position. We only have 6:51 left in this CFM Enterprises second quarter.
Going to be PI against the
But pass
Bearcats.
interference coming against the Bearcats. First down, Lions.
Yeah, he tackled him. Look, he's tackling the guy right there. You can't stop Cam from being able to come back and make a play on the ball.
So penalty's going to move that ball all the way up to the 27-yard line. First and 10 Lions.
That's already a difference right there. When we played Ruston the first time, we did not get those calls.
Those were some of the calls we weren't getting the first time we played them, and that's great that we were able to get that call.
Lions need to get a score on the board because the Bearcats won the coin toss. They will get the second half kickoff. Carter to the right, Clark to the left. Connor hands it off to Dade. Dade's got some room. He's to the 20.
He can get in there.
He
Hit
goes
the
in the middle. 15,
touchdown.
10, 5. Touchdown, Macario Dade. That's a Creed and Creed touchdown for the Ouachita Lions.
Mama, they go that man again. I was hoping he would see the backside cut. Ruston over pursued. He almost didn't see, but he ran into a wall, and his eyes got there, and he hit it.
He ran to a wall of white jerseys and was able to cut off of it and score. That's what I like.
Yeah, they ping-pong balled him over there. Beautiful play there by MJ.
Good job, Sid.
So there you go. Lions are on the board. Cam Gale out to kick the extra point. Oscar Hernandez to hold, and that kick is up. Oh, it hit the goalpost, but it's good.
Whoa.
Gale kicked that goalpost, but it was good. Coach Jacobs, Lee Edward Moss, the sideline report. How big was that touchdown?
It was extremely big, fellas. If you remember during the break, I said we're going to go into halftime 14-14, and we're on the road to make it that way.
6:44 left in the second quarter. Des Lighton, how about getting that monkey off your back of that score?
We knew they had the capability. They had some opportunities. I love how aggressive Coach Leonard Caesar III is being right here, and you got a hot receiver in Seneca Battle Jr. that's also the junior, and we're riding them. And now guess what? The Lions have settled into this game. Defensively, we can settle in. We need a big stop here, 3 and out, and get it ball back to our hot offense.
Exactly.
We do want to say thank you to Mel's Towing for sponsoring this broadcast for decades. I mean, decades. They don't want your arm and leg, Des. They just want
your toe.
Your toe. That's
toe.
exactly right.
They just want your toe. But thinking and praying and love you. Shout out Trey Johnson. That's from Amy Lawrence. Don't grow weary. Don't give up. Galatians 6:9. I love you both. Shout out to Amy Lawrence.
Absolutely.
And she sent me that right before that drive.
That was amazing. All right, Cam Gale out to kick, and it's going to be a pooch kick into a gap. Nobody's there. Fumbled by the Bearcats.
Can we get it? Can we get it?
He's still on his feet. There's a scramble for the ball. The Lions, they say they have it, but I think the Bearcats do have it.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what makes Cam Gale so dangerous. He kicks it to where nobody is, and it's different every time. And sometimes if you're not paying attention, you'll put a paw on that ball, and it's not quite enough.
How we not get that ball?
I don't know. I don't know.
He jumped on it.
It squirted from up under him?
Nah.
Pause.
But best of all,
you can't. Well, look, once again, we said it last time. You can't kill the baby. You got to get alongside it and cradle it.
First and 10 Bearcats back at their own 17-yard line. 14-7, Bearcats on top. Lions with momentum right now. They need to shut this attack down of the Bearcats. Hartwell under center. I formation behind him.
Got to shift a little bit. They got an open gap.
And this is going to be a handoff, and they're going to try. Nothing there, maybe a yard. But I see Mansfield. I see Berryman. I see Bruce.
And you know what? I see the Lions stuffing the Bearcats. And you know what? I hear some energy. I hear people spiking up Coach Jacobs. You see Cam Gamble building a weapon there.
Gain of a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9. This defense has carried this Ouachita Lions through the entire playoffs. The last 5 games, beginning with Pineville, have all ended in the victory formation.
Look for Ruston to take a shot here. So.
Yeah, Hudson split out to the left side. And it's going to be a handoff. Tackled
Great
in the
job.
backfield. Wide.
Petey Jones.
Petey Jones comes through and tackles for a loss. It's going to be 3rd and long.
And you see that? Look no further. That momentum is shifting towards the Lions. Petey Jones comes off the edge, doesn't take the cheese. And, I think he has quarterback there. He didn't hand it off this time. But what a play there by Petey Jones.
We'll call that a loss of 2.
Now just
3rd and 11.
Come back to it. Remember, they ran that bootleg off of that.
Yes, they did, with nobody there.
If they see the edge taking the handoff, they'll come back to it.
You hear the Ouachita fans across the way shouting defense, Big crowd here for the Lions. Hartwell wants to throw. He's looking for his favorite receiver. Throws it, and it is caught. First down. He breaks another tackle. He's running across the way. Breaks another 45. He's at the 50. Pushed out of bounds at the 47. That is one of the most incredible tight ends I've ever seen play the game.
I'm just tired of watching his big lumbering self, man. We got to tackle him on the
We have to make the tackle, man.
At the point of
we
attack.
dare to make the tackle at the point of attack.
I just think we're getting a little antsy when we see him get the ball in his hands.
It's like we overwhelmed when it comes to tackling him.
He's 6'8". He's a beast.
I mean, we're right there, though. Just go tackle him. We reaching out and grabbing.
First and 10 Bearcats at the Ouachita 47. Handoff up the middle. Now switching over to the right side. He breaks 2 tackles, gets a gain of almost 9.
I think with us being so high up, Coach Jacobs is actually seeing it before us. It's like a tape delay. And it's tough. But, man, we got to get a stop here. And I come back to that kick where we had an opportunity to get that ball right there to give it right back to our offense. Got to make the plays when they present themselves.
Second down and a yard and a half. Bearcats Hartwell goes back into shotgun. He's been switching back and forth between under center and back in shotgun.
And we are in the middle 8, the 4 minutes before the half, which is a huge
time for a turnover here. Hartwell holds.
Busted play.
And he is trying to make something out of a play, and he's got it. 30, 25, 20, 15.
Can't happen.
Pushed out of bounds by
Adam tackled in the backfield.
Can't happen. That was a busted play. The running back did the wrong thing. He opened up and there was nobody there, and he just took off.
Thank goodness number 16, Larry Cooper, was there and kept him from scoring.
Watch this. He's like, the back thought he was a toss. He thought it was an inside run.
So that's going to be first and 10 Bearcats at the Ouachita 15-yard line. As we mentioned, Bearcats will get the second half kickoff, and we are 4:21 left in the CFM Enterprises second quarter. Bearcats on top, 14-7.
What a response here from Ruston.
Yep.
We're taking some.
They're in the dome for a reason. Quarterback's going to keep the ball and roll out to the left side. He is going to be hit and brought down. Tackle for a loss of 3.
And that's Brandon Bruce there from his linebacker position. A.J. Washington was there to force him to cut it back.
And that's what gave that tackle to Bruce.
We're going to get a stop here because they're going to be overconfident. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I believe so. We got to put them in that situation and make them go for 4 and stop.
If ever a time for a turnover, it's now. 2nd and 14 for the Bearcats. Hartwell in shotgun, 2 receivers, twins formation, 2 receivers left and right. Now that looks lined up off sides there. I don't know about that. Hartwell back to pass. He's looking under pressure, looking, still hit and dropped back at the 30-yard line. Holy cow, Petey Jones and Jamarcus Jacobs.
And you know what? Jamarcus Jacobs did an excellent job in open space of going inside out. A lot of times you see people overrun that play. He stayed on his inside hip and then gathered him up. He actually swiped for the ball, it looked like.
He tried to make sure he didn't have the opportunity to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Loss of 9 after a loss of 4. So it is 3rd down and 23.
And that puts them on the edge of field goal range. They got a pretty good kicker, do they not?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
So look for Ruston to maybe do screen or draw if they're thinking about at least trying to get a field goal here.
Yeah, we're not playing with 2 sets of hash marks here in the Superdome. There's 4 sets down there. There's a snap. Hartwell's going to keep it. He's got some room up the middle. And they breaks a tackle, breaks a second, gets to the 20. And that's going to be it. It'll be 4th down and 15. Look for the field goal
here.
They
were playing for the field goal there. And so that's just knowing situational football. They're on the edge of field goal range. They're going to do screen or draw to just, speed it up. You got to stay home there.
So this is going to be a 37-yard field goal attempt by the Bearcats. They lead 14-7.
And think about it. If we able to stop him before that makes it 40+. Maybe they go for it.
Well, most importantly, it's at least not a touchdown here.
Yeah.
So 37-yard field goal. Let's see if number 7 can get that big old lion paw on that thing.
How about a block?
They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah. How about a block a block field goal, and then we take it to the house?
All right, we're going to take a break, 1-minute break. You're tuned in to the Ouachita Lions Sports Network. We're powered by Creed and Creed.
We warmly invite you to join us in worship at North Monroe. Our hearts are dedicated to serving Jesus and growing together as a community of faith through the power of worship, the intimacy of small groups tailored for all ages, and our deep commitment to supporting one another as we seek to walk with Christ. Join us on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m. at our Monroe campus. You can also worship with us at our Bastrop campus at 10:30 a.m. For more info, visit us at northmonroe.com.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. 37-yard field goal attempt by the Ruston Bearcats underway. We only have 1:56 left in this second quarter. Bearcats are trying to put 3 on the board. Snap, placement, kick is up. I don't know about.
That's good.
It is.
I thought he got a hand on it.
Man, he barely got into there.
Did he get a hand on it?
It's good. It is good. So the Bearcats take a 17-7 lead. Now the Lions have 1:51 left to make something happen because the Bearcats will get this second half kickoff.
Man, that was a big field goal, man.
It sure was.
The
third down play was big.
That's what I mean. Like, and just what you got there? You know, ad read.
Yeah, another one. Smoke Matthews, a proud graduate of Ouachita
Big Smoke
Parish High School in 1994, also played on the 93 semifinals team, sponsor of the broadcast. We thank Smoke for his continued support of Ouachita Lion football and the Ouachita Lion Sports Network broadcast.
Yeah, we've threatened for Smoke to get us out many times after some of these road games.
Call Smokes, Big Smokes bail bonds at 318-654-4001 if you need it.
Do they try an onside kick here and risk giving us great field position?
Yeah, and let me tell you, the Bearcats do all kind of trick plays.
I think that would be ill-advised.
Yeah, unless you get it. Man, proud to be doing this broadcast with you guys. Mike Downhour here, Desmond Lighton, Bryant Jacobs, Ricky Robertson, T-Lay and his video crew, Andy Chasen down on the field. Pooch kick, and the Lions got it. Wydell Clark is looking for, and his own man tackles him. His own man tackled him at the 30. Oh, that's a blooper video there.
Jeez.
Louisiana, get ready to celebrate the legends of high school sports. Join us on Monday, April 20th, 2026 at the Crown Plaza in Baton Rouge for a night recognizing the 2026 Louisiana High School Sports Hall of Fame induction class of 2026. Don't miss the special evening celebrating the best in Louisiana high school athletics. Get your tickets now at lhsaa.org/hall-of-fame.
All right, here we go. The opportunities, the chance for these Lions to become legendary, man. It'd be great. Starts right now.
Twins formations, 2 receivers, both sides here. Connor in shotgun, takes that snap. He's looking, throws. It is caught. It is on the far side. It looks like Nelson, and he's got enough for the Chris Lewis-Coney Island connection first down after a gain of 12.
And that's your senior.
You got to have some ball security there because it could have easily been a fumble.
Yeah, you're right. And that's your senior there, your senior slot receiver coming in. Hadn't had many catches all year, making catches in the state championship.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Dade has it up the middle. He gets 3.
And guess what? With a minute and a half, we have timeouts. We have 3 timeouts. We have plenty of time to run our regular offense still. And so they're not going to be in super hurt because we want to score and leave time on the clock.
No doubt.
No time on the clock.
1:19, clock is running.
It's going to be 14-17 half.
17-7 at the moment. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Dade in the backfield, Connor in shotgun. Snap, Connor looking, he wants to throw. He's under pressure, got a man over there. Caught! Dwidell Clark at the 40, and it is going to be a Chris Lewis-Coney Island connection first down, and that will stop the clock.
And he sit in that pocket. Pass protection has been great for Montrell Connor all night. Great pass, put it right on Wydell. We're going to get a timeout there.
Sure did.
Let's take another real quick 30-second break here. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lion Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. We are in the Louisiana Superdome, game 15 of this season. Yes, that is the finals of the playoffs. State championship. One team will leave here as the state champions. The other will leave as the state runner-up.
Lions fighting to make a case for them to be the state champion. So Ruston is going too high safeties there. That slant is going to be there with a clean pocket and a great pass.
2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Looking at how this is going to line up. It looks like somebody's not happy on the Ruston sideline. Let's see what this.
They didn't. And Cody Nelson is going to be. He's got single coverage. If your number 3 receiver can beat single coverage soft cushion, I'm taking the underneath.
All right, back to action here.
Bringing pressure off the edge there.
Connor throws a quick ball. Caught, battle. He's got a little bit of room there looking for more. He's going backwards, and they're going to tackle him backwards. He had 5-6 yard gain. He's probably going to end up with 3.
And he loses his helmet.
And he lost his helmet.
So now we're going to burn another timeout after that, I think.
You can't follow him for trying to make a play, but we got to have a little bit more IQ than that.
Yeah. Got to stay vertical.
Gain of ultimately 2 after that all forwards and backwards bit there. 41 seconds, clock is running. Twins formation, receivers all over the place. Connor back to throw. He is looking, got a man downfield. Looks like he's being held up. He's being held up. And there's the flag. There's the flag.
They got it.
Man.
And I'm telling you, they was doing this all night the first game, and we did not get any of those calls. If they're there to be exploited, if we keep testing them, they're going to reach out and grab.
As long as you can keep getting the PIs, you keep sending Clark down there.
Yes, because they get grabby. They're very handsy on top of the route.
Yeah, and that's the difference of having an unbiased crew versus,
100%. We got a New Orleans crew. They're doing a great job here.
That'll give the Lions a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection first down. That ball will be marked all the way down at the 24, but the Lions only have 31 seconds left. They trail Ruston 17-7.
And man, that ball was over his outside shoulder. He was started off looking inside.
I'm about to say that could have been roughing the quarterback too, because he hit him after he threw that ball.
And guess what? We're in scoring position now. 30 seconds, still 2 timeouts. We can still run the ball.
Or even get a Cam Gale field goal if you need to.
We're going
to punch it in, man.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Connor looking to throw, looking, got a man downfield. Wydell Clark Jr. overthrew it, but it does stop the clock at 26 seconds.
I'm doing that too.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
They held him again.
Yeah. That's what slowed him up.
We appreciate all of our sponsors this whole year long for being with us. Paul Evans Bail Bonds. How about Jared Floyd in that digital weather desk? He didn't give us a forecast today because it's always the same temperature in this dome here. Yeah. We want to say thank you to them. Macaroni Kid Monroe, West Monroe, David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash, Caples and Robinson Orthodontics, Martinez Chiropractic.
And that was a double move on double coverage, and he still got behind him.
Trips receivers left, man in motion, left to right. That man is Battle. Connor looking to throw, looking. Go. Now he's going to go. He's going to run, and he can get out of bounds, and he does. That about the 23-yard line. He's only going to get about a 3-yard gain out of that, but luckily it stopped the clock with 20 seconds left.
And that's just, I heard Coach Jacobs say, get more yards. It's like the middle of like fighting for yards versus fighting for clock time because 20 seconds left.
But he could have climbed up higher and still got out of bounds.
Yeah, they only given him a yard progress. It'd be 3rd and 9 after that, only a yard there.
No worries.
So 3rd down and 9.
We got a timeout here. I like maybe a draw.
How many timeouts we have? 2.
Wydell Clark is split out to the right side.
Yeah. I like a draw here. They're going to get upfield.
Lewis Carter III to the left side. Connor, shotgun. He wants to throw. Got plenty of room. Got a man coming out the backfield. He's going to have to roll to his right, and Connor is going to run out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's not enough for the first down. He's a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1 with 13 seconds left.
We're going to kick the field goal. Oh, my goodness. You just got to be more headsy about where you are on the field.
So the Lions will spot the ball at the 15, and they will send senior kicker Cam Gale out to kick the field goal. It will be a 32-yard field goal. His longest this year is 43, so it's well within his range.
And think about this. Like, we have 2 timeouts, so even if he fights for a yard, we can call a timeout. But got to make this.
32-yard field goal attempt by the Lions. Snap, placement. Cam Gale's kick is up. I don't think it's good.
No good.
It's no good.
It's up to the wide right.
Right.
So after all that, the Lions come up empty with 9 seconds left to go still in this second quarter.
That's tough, man. That's a tough out there for the Lions. I feel for Montreal. He's trying to be headsy and get out of bounds and save clock, but you know, it's just being knowing like where you are on the field, but also the situation of the game. We got 2 timeouts. I have to get this first down no matter what. And I'm pretty sure he thought he had it. That's why he went out of bounds.
Well, you know, it goes back to the earlier what I on that.
We got short of the
play.
yard.
You got to get as many yards as you can.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Bearcats take over at their own 20. They're just going to line up in a victory formation and go into halftime here. One play, and the Bearcats will go into halftime 17-7 lead. Coach Bryant Jacobs will have Coach Benji Lewis here for a couple of questions. We look forward to him catching up with that and seeing what Coach Lewis has to say. It is halftime at the Louisiana Superdome, the Caesars Superdome. Bearcats up 17-7. We got plenty to talk about for Martinez Chiropractic halftime adjustments as to what the Lions may need to do to help make this better. Go ahead.
Here. Coach, we're down 17-7. What is it that we have to do? We have a success, but what is it that we have to do to get back in the ball game?
We got to just clear our head. You know, I mean, there's guys that are playing nervous out here. You know, we got to do our job. First of all, defensively, we got to tackle better. You know, we've had them in some third and long situations, had opportunities to get off the field, and we don't tackle well. We can't make number 6 look better than he already is. You know, offensively, we got to sustain drives. We've got to hit receivers, put a little more air under the ball. You know, and I think we get that sluggo route there right for, and then obviously in the special teams, we got to execute.
So Coach, we've been all year. We've been playing a great second half. We kicked the ball to them this time. How important is it for us to get the ball up, get them off the field?
It's very important. You know, right now we're in a 2-score game. We can't let it go. 3 scores right here. We've got to keep pressing. We've got to play defense here. We've done well first and second down for most of the night, but we've got to play on that third and long down, and get off the field. We get opportunity to get the ball back and maybe even get a favorable play in special teams.
No doubt, Coach. We played well coming in the second half before. Hope we come back and get in the ball game. Good luck, Coach, and see you at the end of the game.
Head football coach and athletic director Benji Lewis with Coach Bryant Jacobs down there. He's a little frustrated, Des.
No doubt.
So am I, and it's inches away. I know, like, you look at the score 17-7, but there's been a couple of plays, namely one of them, the muffed kickoff.
Yep.
We had a guy in position to recover it. That we're going to get the ball inside of the 20 to tie the ball game up, And then just a couple of missed tackles on Hudson where you take a play that's not that big of a play and it's a game-changing play at that point. And then lastly, with our opportunity to get the first down by Montreal Connor on the scramble, he's been doing it all year, picking up those first downs, and he just steps out of bounds a yard too soon. And that's the difference in us having a chance with 20 seconds left to get a touchdown versus attempting a long field goal.
No doubt. Man, we had opportunities, and like I said, I figured it'd be 14-14 at the halftime, but we're down 17-7. We've been in here before. We came back.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. It is definitely one of those where the Lions have, you've been down double digits in the playoffs this year.
Sterlington.
Yeah, and in regular season. That's right. And speaking of Sterlington, we got a chance to watch a lot of that game yesterday. Sterlington trailed to Gina Giants at halftime. They did not play well in the very beginning. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we will be back. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network. We are powered by Creed & Creed.
Built to last and backed by integrity, Allied Roofing is your trusted veteran-owned roofing company in Monroe. Quality service and professional installation make them your best choice for roofing solutions. Allied Roofing is ready to provide you with dependable, quick, and customized roofing services that suit your needs 24/7. Visit them online at alliedroofingco.com or call 257-6107. Allied Roofing, proud supporters of Ouachita football.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Growing up in Northeast Louisiana, I was raised on neighbors helping neighbors, the spirit of entrepreneurship and good food, something we know a lot about at Coney Island Connection. We've turned those values into our mission. We believe giving back with a lot of food and lots of love has the power of bringing people together. We're more than a restaurant, we're family, And with your support, we're changing lives one meal at a time. Thank you for helping us to become known as a small business with a big heart.
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740.
Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lake Shore. Clearly a cut above the others. Get ready for hunting season at your one-stop shop, Diamond Gun and Outdoors. Ammo, and check out the latest new and used rifles. Why hunt all over town when Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lake Shore has everything you need, family owned and operated? Diamond Gun and Outdoor, 8203 Desert in Lake Shore, just down from Ray's PG. Diamond Gun and Outdoor, 8203 Desert, Lake Shore.
Hey, tell them turn me up, we got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated, they know we don't play. Ain't nobody better, we gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. Hey, 1006 Winsboro Road. Checks cashed on us by come get our bankroll. Over 30 years of experience, you know we cold. Coming up the network, put your money in the right hands. Trust the experts, affiliated. You get maximum refund for the minimum price. Can't beat that with a stick. It's not a deal, it's a lick. A lot of options, but it's up to you to pick. Let me talk to them. Look, over 15K in cash prizes, the smart and the wisest. 17 years in the same location. You know that mean dependable, Jack. You trying to get your money took or your money back? Come on, man, talk to me. Bring the music back. Hey, tell them turn me up. We got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated. They know we don't play. Ain't nobody better. We gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. Hey, tell them turn me up. We got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated. They know we don't play. Ain't nobody better. We gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. 1006 Winsboro Road. I see you there. Hey, tell them turn me.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the town it was my turn for a gift. A new car to be found. As I stepped inside, the scent was divine. A Buick from Jim Taylor, soon to be mine. As I drove out of sight, Merry Christmas they cheered, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho.
From all of us at Jim Taylor Buick GMC, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
From the fun times with family and friends, to the long nights of studying or purchasing your dream home, the new year ushers in new opportunities for you and your family. Thank you for allowing CenturyNext Bank to be a part of the events in your life. We wish you a safe and joyful holiday season.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. It's the Louisiana National Guard halftime show. And at halftime, Ruston 17, Ouachita 7. Ouachita about 3 broken plays away from having a tie ball game. One of those is a missed 27-yard field goal attempt. And, it's just a couple of mistakes here. But you know what? The Lions have been a second-half team all through the playoff run here. So the Lions are going in there to get readjusted at halftime, and let's see what happens from there. Right now it's time for the Caleb Johnson Financial Wealth Associates halftime stats, and Ricky Robertson will bring you in and catch us up on stats, please.
Yep, halftime stats brought to you by Caleb Johnson of Johnson & Associates Wealth, www.johnsonandassociateswealth.com or 318-361-2446. The Lions in the first half, rushing, Macario Dade had 9 carries for 68 yards. He also scored that touchdown for an average of 7.6 yards per carry. Montreal Connor Jr. with 9 carries for a net total of 34. He did have 7 yards loss. Connor 6 of 10 passing for 87 yards. He did have that 46-yard pass. We had 2 punts in the first half. 2 kick returns. Seneca Battle, 1 kick return for 7 yards. Waddell Clark, 1 for 1 yard. And then for the first time this season, we got some defensive stats. Leading the team in tackles was Brandon Bruce with 4, and 2 of those for tackles for loss. Jeremy Jones with 3 tackles, 2 for loss. Larry Cooper with 3 tackles. Jamarcus Jacobs with 2.5 tackles and a sack. Waddell Clark with 2 tackles. Alex Smith with 2. Caden Powell with 1.5, Orlando Fremont with a tackle. For Ruston, they had 2 guys carry the ball. The quarterback, Hartwell, 6 carries, netted 72 yards. He had a touchdown, average of 12 yards per carry, which you can't have from the quarterback.
Right.
Cole Gray, the running back, 12 carries for a net of 42 yards. Hartwell was 2 for 4, 87 yards passing, touchdown with a long of 59 yards, and he was sacked once. And then tackles for them, they ended up with, they don't give me a total here, but 8.5, 12, 16, 18, 20, 24 tackles for the Bearcats in that first half, and they had 4 of those for tackles for loss.
So I guess the big thing here is the number of first downs. Bearcats they don't have first downs.
Nope, no first downs.
No, that's odd. Okay.
I noticed that too.
Okay, well.
Total offense, I guess, is the interesting thing because Ouachita had 30 plays for 172 yards. Ruston had 24 plays for 200 yards.
Which means they're hitting the bigger plays, and that's part of what the Lions are not doing with their tackling. They've got to finish those tackles, and that's exactly what we saw from that Sterlington game in the first half. Gina got by with so many big plays in the first half against Sterlington and took the halftime lead until Sterlington adjusted and changed things up and came back and stormed back in the second half, and that's what the Ouachita Lions plan to do as well.
Your Coca-Cola bottlers of Louisiana are proud sponsors of LHSAA state championships and all-star events. Coca-Cola, open happiness. Let's see if I can get one more of those in here. Get your official Prep Classic gear from Fine Designs, the official championship merchandise and apparel provider of the LHSAA. Visit their booth today to shop here on site.
And going over a scoring summaries real quick, Ouachita called tails and it was heads. So Ruston decided they were going to defer until the second half. Lions got the ball from their 31-yard line, but could not do much. They punted. Bearcats got it at the 50 and marched 50 yards downfield and got a touchdown. Lions then, the kick went out the back of the end zone for the Bearcats to the Lions. They started at the 20 and turned that ball over on downs. And again, that was at midfield. Bearcats got it again at the 50, but the Lions forced a punt on that one. Lions got the ball at the 5, went a few plays, punted. Bearcats got it at the 12 and marched 88 yards down the field for the big touchdown. And that, to me, is one of the biggest plays, the biggest drives of this game. Lions picked it up again at the 20, and they marched 80 yards down the field and got that touchdown. It was a 14-7 ball game at that point. Bearcats pick it up at their own 17. They go down to and kick a 37-yard field goal. And then the Lions get it from their 30. They march all the way down and miss a 27-yard field goal attempt. So some missed opportunities for the Lions, and that is our halftime score, 17-7.
Another quick note, I was looking, both teams 0 for on fourth down conversions, 0 for 1. Both teams, it says here, 0 for on third down conversions. Ouachita 0 for 6, Ruston 0 for 5. Interesting.
That is pretty interesting.
E-Team Sponsor is proud to be the official fundraising platform of the LHSAA. Visit eteamsponsor.com to check out their revolutionary approach to fundraising.
Watching the Ruston High School band down on the field, we saw the Dandelions dance to begin this halftime show. Now the Ruston band is down there.
Continuing with the Louisiana National Guard halftime show. On or off the court, helping you stay hydrated is Powerade's #1 job. Powerade helps replenish 4 electrolytes. Lost when you sweat, Powerade, more power for you.
All right, the game behind us is going to be the final game of the year for Louisiana High School Athletic Association football, and it's going to be the Edna Carr team from New Orleans against St. Aug from New Orleans, and we are expecting a crowd of 40,000 in this dome. And that will be in addition, to what Ouachita and Ruston have already brought, which is a pretty good, good-looking crowd on both sides of the ball. So another half yet to go for the Ouachita Lions, and then one final game that's select and non-select. We'll take another time out. We will be back. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
David's Mobile Detail and Wash makes it so convenient they come to you. Cars, RVs, boats, motorcycles, airplanes, homes, buildings, and more. For all your mobile detail and wash needs, call David's Mobile Detail and Wash 547-3233.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcome Dr. Cammie Laird as a new member of the Caples & Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces, and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples & Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed & Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our lines.
Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
Hey folks, Frank Nettles here. Just want to let everybody know we're heading down to this championship game. We got those Ouachita Lions going down there to play those Ruston Bearcats, and we're hoping those Ouachita Lions come back with a big championship win right here at LA25A District. And if you need anything for your vehicles, be sure and give us a call at Frank Nettles Automotive, 323-7540. That's 2009 Roselawn Avenue here in Monroe, Louisiana.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard. Part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
Let's face it, Louisiana roads are not your car's best friend. Every pothole, bump, and crack can throw your vehicle out of alignment. And when that happens, you don't want to take your car just anywhere. You want the best. That's why drivers all over Northeast Louisiana trust Twin City Tires and Automotive. At the heart of it all is Mitch Jordan, the alignment specialist. With more than 40 years experience, Mitch has seen it all and straightened it all. He's helped thousands of drivers get their cars back on track, handling everything from small adjustments to major corrections.
Find fresh flavors with Ginger's Kitchen. Ginger's Kitchen is your go-to source for homemade dry rubs, seasoning mixes, and mouth-watering canned goods. Our seasonings and mixes are made with homegrown ingredients, perfect for grilling brisket, enhancing your burgers, or adding a special touch to any meal. You can find our full list of offerings by visiting our website at gingerskitchen.store or emailing us at gingerskitchen@yahoo.com. Ginger's Kitchen, down-home products infused with homegrown ingredients, made fresh from our kitchen to yours.
Hi, I'm Melanie, class of 2018.
Hi, I'm Matthew, class of 2020. And our dad owns Mel's Towing.
We don't want your arm and leg, we just want your toe.
343-9998.
Go Lions!
Welcome back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. It is halftime here at the Louisiana Superdome, the Caesars Superdome. Ouachita Lions are the visitors. It's a whiteout day. Des, taking a look across the way there at all those Lion fans. It's a good crowd here at the Superdome.
We got a great crowd. We travel very well. And, the Lions want to give them something to cheer about here in the second half by mounting this comeback. And it's going to have to start early. You got to think that Ruston's going to – they already been committing heavily to the run game, so they can shorten this game, and they know how to shorten the game. So, going to need a turnover.
Yes, they do. By the way, Coach Jacobs, we're going to bring you in on this as well. It is time for the Martinez Chiropractic halftime adjustments. If you're feeling out of whack, let Martinez Chiropractic check your back. Call for an appointment, 654-4310, located on Tower Drive, just off North 18th Street in Monroe. Coach, we'll start with you first. Halftime adjustments. What do the Lions need to do to come back and win this game?
Well, we got to do multiple things, and Coach Lewis nipped it on the bud, hit it the nail on the coffin when he said, we got to be able to settle down, especially defensively. We got to be able to make the tackles. We got to be able to make those stops. But most importantly, we got to feed the beast that got us here, and that's MJ Day, whether we throwing it to him out the backfield, handing it off, whatever it is we got to do. And defense just got to keep making plays, and we're going to be okay.
I just seen Cam Gale make a kick from the 30-yard line.
I know it.
Right to the middle.
I know it.
And tell you, man, when that pressure get on, it's different.
It is. And now, Des, same thing with you. Martinez Chiropractic halftime adjustments. We did talk pre-game talking about mistakes and missed opportunities. A missed 27-yard field goal is a missed opportunity, and that one, is would keep it only a 7-point game. But we talked about some missed tackles. We talked about a few other things. Talk about that.
Well, I don't even think you want your kicker to be in that situation. Once again, coming back to you get that yard on the QB scramble, and you're up there you're on the 12 with first and you still can get a first down with 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts in your back pocket. But yeah, a couple of plays not making tackles and missing that, I think the game is different. Guess what? We got another half to undo that, Mike, and they got time to do it. It's only a touchdown and a field goal.
Well, and that's what we talked about. We were able to watch the Sterlington game, and I mentioned it to the audience here while you stepped aside, is that the Panthers were down to Gina at the halftime, and they were dropping passes. They were missing blocks and tackles. I mean, it looked bad. They went into the locker room at halftime. That team came out a different team, and they came back, stormed back, won that game. Sterlington wins back-to-back state championships, and the Lions are looking for their first one since 1989.
And you just they're going to have to stick together. It could be some finger pointing can kind of start to happen, and this team has gotten this far by sticking together when the rubber meets the road. You got to believe they'll do that.
Yeah, we got to get from stop. We can't finger point, and I didn't see that. I only kind of saw it briefly right before the half, but hey, we just got to be able to reset, settle down, just like Coach Lewis said, and play football and play it the way that we know how to play the game.
Exactly.
And guess what? We've been moving the ball. Like, we've been able to spread it. We did what we wanted to do on that last drive. They didn't stop us. We stopped us. And so,
well, it's like the kickoff where we tackled our own guy.
Yeah, that. And we need to be opportunistic in the second half and do what we do. And I do believe they can do that.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. We can't be scared to throw the ball to Cody Nelson or the freshmen out here because they're like giving us 9, 11-yard cushions.
You see that? I mentioned it briefly during that drive that if they're gonna man us up and give us that type of cushion, take the 6 yards, take the check down, move the chains, move down the field.
But those guys got to be ready to shine in that moment. And that's the thing. That's the beauty about football. Sometimes your kick or your push comes from the least expected places.
Absolutely. I probably can count on one hand how many catches Cody Nelson has this season, and one of them comes in the state championship, and we're going to need him to have a few more in the second half.
Well, we were looking at the halftime statistics, and passing yards, both teams are equal at 87. The difference are the big plays by the Bearcats. Ouachita has 85 yards rushing. Bearcats have 113. So, it's just one of those where you've got to just settle down, play Ouachita ball, do what got you all the way here.
And you know what? I'd love to see how many of those yards are yak yards that Ruston has. I guarantee you the majority of their passing yards came after catch.
No doubt.
And it's Ahmad Hudson, and we just have to be sound with how we tackle him. Relax. Take his legs from out on him. Don't freak out. He's not going to run away from you. It's like they're worried like he's going to run away from you.
No, but he gives me anxiety. After that first game, that number 6, Ahmad Hudson, 6'8", he gives me anxiety because we got nobody that size that can cover him. And he was a difference in game 1, and he has been a difference in the first half. But so far, we have another whole half to go.
Yeah, the most important part is tackling him. Once again, he can have a 6-yard catch or what have you, but you got to get him on the ground.
Tackling, that's right. Ruston won the coin toss. They elected to defer, so that means Ouachita, both teams are back out on the field. Ouachita will go out there and will have to kick this ball off, and I got to give credit to the coaching staff and to Gale, the kicker. He has been able to drop that ball into places where there's no coverage on the opposite team. And there was a kickoff earlier. Lions almost recovered that just because the Bearcats were slow to get to it.
And that was a play that I left out of our should-have-beens. That was a turnover-worthy play. Gale set us up. Their returner freaked out and basically pushed the ball right to us, and we had 2 guys in position to recover, but we just didn't cradle it.
All right. We are ready to get this third quarter, this North Monroe Baptist Church third quarter underway. One more half of football, 24 minutes left, and this season will be over.
Do the Lions have it in them?
The Lions do have it in them.
The Ruston Bearcats here and come back from 2 possessions down.
You know, football is a game of angles and yards. That's why it's important to take correct angles, and it's important to get as many yards as you can when you can get them.
Well, we've talked about it being, big plays and all that, but it's also a game of inches. And that 4th and 1 down there where the Lions went for the field goal, that, those inches right there, could have been a difference between a touchdown and a missed field goal.
No doubt.
One step. Your offense is still on the field.
All right, Cam Gale teeing up here, and he's got that ball in the air. He's got it kicked, and it will be taken at the 20-yard line. Lions coming through. He's got a little bit of running room. He's to the 22, 23, and pounded down before he can get to the 25-yard line. So the Bearcats on this critical first drive of the third quarter, Lions have got to get this underway.
And that was your sophomore running back there, Cashmere King, that laid a hit on him, which was good because there was an alley opening up in the middle. Got to get that ball out.
Ball at the 25, first down and 10. This is where the Bearcats will begin.
And we back in it, baby. The comeback starts now.
It does.
Ochsner Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. Get the same sports medicine care the pros receive with minimally invasive treatments and quicker recovery times. Visit ochsner.org/sportsmed to learn more or schedule an appointment near you.
And they're doing that extra. They got an extra gap.
They do. I see it. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go for it, Mike.
2 receivers left, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Hartwell keeps it. And again, it's that bootleg where he's able to make some yardage. 6 yards is what he's going to get on the right side before Mansfield and Fremont were able to pull him down.
Yeah, and so that's how they tried to make it look like, strong. They put bodies on the left, and they're setting up the right side there. And he got the edge, and there was an alley that opened up. But I do like how Odie came down and went to go for that ball.
2nd down and 3 for the Bearcats after that gain of 7 on first down. Again, a quarterback keeper. Lions have struggled with that tonight, that Hartwell run.
Yeah, he's been that, 11-on-11 football. The 11th man has popped open for him a couple times.
2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left for the Bearcats on 2nd down and 3. Hartwell in shotgun takes it. He's going to keep it himself. Same side, same place, same results. Gain of another 7, and that's a Bearcat first down.
And this time, Dylan tried going backside. He tried to take the back door, and he just was one step slow of getting there to close it down.
So Bearcats get the first down to the 41-yard line.
And our end is getting reached, man. You can't get blocked by a wide receiver, and that's what they're doing. As an edge, a wide receiver reaching you is a cardinal offense. It can't happen.
A.J. Washington checks in on defense for the Lions. Another big body to stuff that middle there.
And, Ruston doing that, they got exactly what they want.
Same formation. 1 receiver way out to the left. Hartwell in shotgun. He's going to hand off. Trying right there in that middle between Washington and Berryman. He gets 4.
And so that type of play, that has to be a no game, where he stops his feet in the backfield. We just didn't have anybody with the penetration, but the play side was there. But he did a good job of waiting for it to open up and then hitting it.
2nd down and 6 for the Bearcats at the 45-yard line. They lead 17-7. We have 10:07 left to go in this North Monroe Baptist Church third quarter.
Is that the Ouachita band we heard there? That is. We need them playing loud right now.
Absolutely right, as Ruston's on offense.
And this will be a shot opportunity here for for Ruston.
2nd down and 6, and he wants to do that. There's a shot over the middle, incomplete, and that was a flag.
Late flag. That looked like good defense to me, but
he held him.
He held him. Okay, when I was just about to say,
around his waist.
I was just about to say they've been very consistent with the holding calls, so at least it's going both ways.
So that will give the Bearcats a first down inside Ouachita territory.
And, he had him beat. He got a little handsy. The ball was high. I don't think he would have caught it regardless. But I understand why he reached out and held because he was beat.
But again, that's that Ahmad Hudson, their go-to receiver, the one that gave Lions fits the first game.
He wrapped him up around his waist.
Yeah,
Good call. Good call.
I wish he wouldn't have called it, but,
Yeah, but it is what it is. Call it square.
Here come the Bearcats, 1st and 10 at the Ouachita 40. Hartwell goes under center with an I formation behind him.
And you just had a feeling that was coming. It's 2nd and 5. It's a perfect opportunity in midfield to take a shot.
And they shift back into shotgun, man in motion left to right. There's a snap, and looks like a false start against the Bearcats.
Get them off schedule. We're going to get Ray Jones in, it looks like. They're going to get A.J. Washington out.
So they're going for speed instead of the bulk.
Yep. Heck, AJ's, that's just him having a run from that opposite hash. Heck, that's like 3 plays.
It ain't easy being a big guy.
It ain't, man.
A big ugly.
In the CFL, the field's wider, man. It sucks running from that opposite side.
1st and 15 after the false start by the Bearcats. Quarterback Hartwell is in shotgun.
Tried to get us to jump there. Good job not jumping. Getting them lined up there.
Here's the snap. Handoff. Running back. Hit in the backfield.
Thanos.
Tackle for a loss.
Big Thanos there.
And Petey.
And Petey Jones.
Man, Dylan is a man.
Man, he the man, bro.
No, yeah, he is a man's man.
A man-child.
But look, that play right there to set up 3rd and long. 2nd and 15, excuse me.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Yep, 2nd and 15. That's
It was
beautiful.
1st and 15. Now it's 2nd and 19.
Yeah, beautiful to get them off schedule. Get them to doing something that they don't want to do.
Or get them to throw a ball, do it under pressure, and get the turnover.
Yep. They wouldn't want that.
A pick 6.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
We need quick. We need an injection.
Coach, I have
Momentum.
pick 6 on my bingo card today. So, yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, us picking them off.
2nd down and 19. Hartwell wants to throw. He's under pressure. Rolls to his right. Throws. It is caught. And it is at the 40, but nowhere near the 1st down. He'll get 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 10.
But that's going to set them up with 4th and manageable here. What a throw under pressure. He's got to get a little bit more pressure on him.
No, it's only 3rd.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Set up a 3rd.
I was going to say, what are you trying to say? Going to have to get 3rd down?
I tried to make it 3rd down a second ago.
We need Dez in charge of that sideline. I like his
flipper,
call better.
But that was a heck of a 2nd down play to set up a 3rd and manageable.
They're back at the 40 with 3rd down and 10. 2 receivers lined up on the left, 1 to the right. Hartwell in shotgun. Now empty backfield, and he's going to throw. He's rolling out to the left, waiting for his receiver to open up, and it is going to be dropped.
Good job. Mansfield was able to make him rip it and make him drop the ball.
Mansfield playing late hands there by Mansfield. Excellent play.
Most importantly, now it's 4th and 10.
And they're going to go for it. Looks like, we're taking their offense off. They're going to try to pin us back.
Who knows? Who knows? But the bottom line is, Lions have shut this.
Punting.
Lions have shut this down.
Yeah, big time.
Opening
stop.
drive of the
Had
3rd
to have
quarter.
it stop. They're going to try to pin us deep. Smart for them. Just don't give them a short field.
Watch the fake. Watch the fake.
And it look like we're leaving defense on the field. We're going to punt safe.
It is Wydell Clark set to return. Snap back, and it is a punt, and it's a short punt. Clark's going to let it go, and it's going to bounce inside the 5. Down to the 3.
I don't know why we can't get a feel on them type of balls.
And it's a low, easy-to-field punt.
I don't understand it. Like, if it's got to be inside of the 10 for you to not try to field it.
Well,
that ball was right at that.
We talked about feeding the beast, and that's MJ Dade. It's time to feed the beast.
And we had a great drive. I think our scoring drive started off, pinned back like that. It did. And we hit Seneca Battle on a big.
Yeah.
All right, so the Lions held the Bearcats on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Score is still 17-7. Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 3.
So the comeback needed one bite at a time. The first thing was to get a stop on
That's
opening
right,
drive.
and
We've
they
done
did
that.
it.
Now we need a scoring drive here, touchdown.
Dylan Berryman lining up in the left slot. 2 receivers lined up on the right side. Dade and Connor in shotgun and in the end zone. Here's a snap. Connor's going to keep it, and he's going to try to make a little bit of room, and he's only going to get about a yard to the 4. And I don't know if he was expecting that ball.
We didn't get set.
He wasn't.
We wasn't expecting it. We wasn't even set. And now we got a guy down. I think it's Dylan.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan. It is. Nope.
It is Dylan. That's
It is.
Dylan. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready at all.
Yeah, Phil Shaw, the trainer, his whole crew coming out there. Ruston's regathering up on the sideline.
And I do not like his body language, man.
Me neither.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick break, come right back and check in on the status of Berryman. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed & Creed.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed & Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our lines.
Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard, part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. Thankfully, Dylan Berryman gets up, walks off, may have just had his bell rung, may have just had a stinger of some type, but bottom line, Berryman's okay, and that was a gain of 2 on the play to the 5-yard line. It is 2nd down and 8 for your Ouachita Lions. They trail 17-7. 7:49 left in this North Monroe Baptist Church third quarter. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right, and Connor and Dade are still lined up in the end zone here. In shotgun. They're going to hand off to Dade, and Dade's got a little bit of room out to the right side. He's going to get out to the 9-yard line. So more forward progress, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4.
Biggest third down of the game here so far. And the play before, it was just a miscommunication. They're going silent snap count at times, but you got to know that your guard is looking back to see if he's ready to start it. And he was still talking.
We're going to talk about the silent snap. I want folks to understand that and why the Lions are having to do that here. Clark is split out to the left side. Seneca Battle to the opposite.
Where's our play clock? 8 seconds on the play clock.
Connor in shotgun snap. He wants to throw. Looking. Got a man over the middle. Caught! It is Clark out to the 23-yard line and a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection first down.
And that was not an easy catch and not an easy throw, hanging in the pocket, making a perfect pass and a perfect catch under duress there. Ooh, had to have it.
Gain of 16 by Wydell Clark Jr. Dez, explain the silent snap and why the Lions are having to do that.
So they move around a lot, and
you're talking about the Ruston defense.
So yeah, you just kind of want to remove that aspect of it, and the guard looks back, and once he sees the quarterback's ready, he lets the center know to start it.
And here we are again. Everybody's ready. Connor gets a snap. Dade gets a handoff, trying to outrun that right side. And he's going to get about 3 before they push him out of bounds.
And you know what? Fighting for every single yard. I love it from Dade there. Stretching it out. And good block there by Cameron Brooks on the edge. He did a great job of keeping his feet moving so he didn't get the holding call.
And back to the snap, the key is before you send a snap, the guard has to tap him on the leg.
Yeah.
So there was no reason why him to snap that ball early.
Well, this is a great adjustment that Ouachita did due to the problems Ruston gave him in week 6. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Connor in shotgun. Dade still back there with him.
Unless he started the operation before he started making more adjustments.
There's the snap. Connor's going to keep it himself, going right up the middle, and it is on 2nd down and 7. He'll get 3 or 4 more, so this brings up 3rd and manageable.
And that's when you hear the QB give an easy call to let him know, hey, kill the progression. I'm making changes. He was talking to Dylan to try to tell him what to do.
3rd down and 3.
But another, big third down here.
Yeah, Lions had converted on the last one. They need to do it again. 3rd down and 3. Ball is at the 31-yard line.
Doubling Wydell. They have a guy underneath and a guy over top.
That's why Carter is available.
And if you look out, Nick Nelson is singled up, and they got soft cushion up top on Nick Nelson.
That's actually
that's Carter.
Yeah.
Snap back. Handoff Dade. Dade's got the first down and more. 40. He's at the 44-yard line, and that's a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection conversion from 3rd down again.
You got to make him miss, man.
He's one missed tackle, one cut away from still running. But good job there up front. Look at it. It's parted like the Red Sea.
That's a running back dream, one-on-one versus the safety.
1st and 10, Lions at their own 44-yard line. They started this one at their own 3.
And this a touchdown here, we putting scoreboard pressure right back on Ruston. It's a 3-point ball game.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Connor, he's keeping it. Tries up the middle. He's going to get 3, maybe 4. Heck, he may have gotten 5.
Yep, and that was that read play. He pulled it very late to try to get vertical. It's going to look like a 3-yard game.
But Des Jacobs, this is Ouachita football. This is what you do. You run between the tackles, and this is what got him this far.
Yes, but we need a touchdown here because we're taking a lot of time off the clock.
That's right. 4:44 left in the North Monroe Baptist Church third quarter. Score is still the halftime score, 17-7 Ruston.
smell touchdown.
I smell a touchdown here. I smell a shot maybe right here.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Second down and 6. Connor wants to throw. He's looking. Got a man down deep. And this is going to be caught.
And you know it's touchdown, baby.
10,
It's touchdown.
5,
Oh, it's short.
3-yard line. Down at the 3-yard line, and on that reception Wydell Clark Jr.
And that time he put air under the ball, Mike. It was a beautifully operated play, and he sets back, drops it in a bucket. Wydell runs right up under it and almost drug old boy into the end zone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking he was about to do.
So the Lions have first and goal at the Bearcat 3. They're really looking to make this game a one-score game.
And that's going to be there. That play's going to be there, perfectly operated. That's why you feel like we're always in this game, because of our ability to do that.
Berryman's back in the slot.
You love to see it.
2 receivers left. Connor in shotgun. Snap. Dade's going to go behind Berryman,
Touchdown.
and he's got the touchdown. Macario Dade Jr. has the Creed and Creed touchdown. Lions are back in this thing.
Look for it, baby. We got a ball game now here, baby. The Lions are settled into this thing.
And this is what they've been doing second half.
We talked about what they needed, right, for the comeback. Defense needed to get a stop, and we needed a quick score. Wasn't quite as quick as we wanted, but we got that score, and we had an explosive to insert some energy into the team.
We're in New Orleans, right?
Yes, we are.
Here we go.
This is the big one.
Red run.
Cam Gale out to kick the extra point to make this a 3-point game.
They're holding them up.
Yeah, they are.
There we go.
Extra point attempt. Oscar Hernandez to hold. Cam Gale to kick. It's up, and it is good. We've got a 17-14 ball game. We'll be right back. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples and Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcome Dr. Cammie Laird as a new member of the Caples and Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples and Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
And here we are. Kick is,
got a hold.
And there is plenty of room here. Ruston returning this kick, 50, 45, 40. What Cam Gale did is he kicked it into a spot that nobody was. A Bearcat fumbled it, picked it up, and by that time, most of the coverage had run past them. And just like that, the Bearcats have great field position inside Lion territory.
He just got vertical, man, and look, they blocked out. That was, oh my goodness, you can't let them. The one thing you can't let a returner do is get vertical immediately. Somebody has to make them bubble.
And that is all the way back to the Ouachita 37-yard line.
And that was just, if you're Ruston, that's just what the doctor ordered, to try to take some of this momentum away that the Lions had.
We're going to stop him.
That's
so
it.
Bearcats are out there. First and 10 at the Lion 37. Momentum has been with the Lions. Hartwell under center. I formation behind him. Second man through, gets the ball, and he's going to bull forward for a gain of 5.
I think it's more like 3.
Let's see where that
3,
knee
4.
is.
It's going to depend on the spot.
Yeah, it'll be 4. Second down and 6.
Now they're getting A.J. Washington back in. So an extra defensive lineman, and Dylan Johnson's coming off, because we know they about to try to pound it. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't miss the play action game here from Ruston.
Hartwell goes under center again. I formation behind him. This is their ground and pound formation.
So we're pressing Hudson with a man over top.
He's and he wants to throw it. Got a man downfield, and it is caught. And he breaks 2 tackles, a third one. And now he's down at the 8-yard line. Hudson, again, the one guy that is hard for the Lions to stop.
Hey, that's a hell of a play, man. We pressed him off the line. He beat the press. We got a safety over the top. The quarterback just gives him a jump ball in between the two. He makes a heck of a catch and then breaks the tackle.
And that
so look, you got Petey. You got to get hands on him, man. You got to get hands on him so your safety can come late. And that was
The safety got to be more physical than that.
First and goal.
I agree.
First and goal, Bearcats at
Fumble,
the line.
fumble, snap.
Fumbled snap down there. Lions say they have it, but let's see.
They got it back.
Yeah.
That was
our
70. That was our shot, baby. Trying to hand it to us.
73.
Well, most importantly, the Bearcats do get the fumble back, and it will just bring up second down and goal from the 9.
3 points is a win here, though, fellas. I
It
think
is.
we're going to get a stop here.
3 points is a major win, especially after that kick return.
I'd rather no points, but
that's
Look at that snap.
I do like the turnover.
How did
part.
they get that ball back? Oh, it just rolled right to him. He didn't even know. He was like, oh, the ball's here.
Hartwell goes back in shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to run behind his running back. He's pushing around that right side. Lions don't give him much, maybe a yard. It will be third and goal.
Big third down here. And like Coach Jacobs alluded to, us forcing a field goal attempt here is a major win, keeping it a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, no gain on the play.
Because guess what? We'll get the ball back and a touchdown. You take the lead in this ball game.
That's right.
And then you got to think with Ruston being to the dome and letting some of them slip through their hands, that the pressure is all on them at that point.
That's right. This is their 4th year in a row being at the Superdome. Here come the Bearcats again.
Got to think they're going to give Ahmad a chance.
Hartwell in shotgun. He's looking to throw.
Throwback.
He's under pressure. They got him. They got him back at the 22-yard
line. Alex Smith, right on time. Just what the doctor ordered, staying disciplined, and that's a game-changing play because the throwback was there, but Alex Smith said, not today, good sir.
Absolutely not. So a field goal unit comes on out, and it will be a 38-yard field goal attempt for the Ruston Bearcats. And as both of these guys were just talking about, even if they get this field goal here, it's a 6-point game. The Lions can take the lead with the touchdown.
Remember that play if the Lions are able to shock the world and pull off the upset here.
When we're able to win.
Loss of 12 on the play. 38-yard field goal attempt. Snap, placement, kick is up. It sure looks good.
It's good.
We're getting so close.
It is. So, just like that, it is 20-14. Bearcats take a higher, a little bit more of a lead. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Customer service is really important in the car industry because when you take care of the customer let people know how good you are, and that brings in referrals. So customer retention and customer satisfaction is one of my best things I love about doing this thing. Because if they're happy, I'm happy. My customer happiness is my happiness.
About what?
Oh, he's
Allied Roofing broadcast booth. We are back, and Bearcats kicked a 38-yard field goal attempt, and it's good, 20-14. And now the Bearcats are kicking off to the Lions.
Man, having a kicker that can nail 38-yarders, what a
Cam
weapon.
Gale can too.
He's
kicked it from 43.
He can.
This is another pooch kick. Lions take it at the 34, looking for some room. They got some room, 45, 50. Crosses midfield down at the Bearcat 47. Give the chance to the Lions to get some extra coverage there. And that is, who's that, Odie Fremont on that?
Yes.
Odie Fremont, the do-it-all safety there, getting vertical. And that was a tough catch to make, too. He had to run up and catch it.
That is the line of scrimmage is in Ruston territory at the 47-yard line.
You know it would be nice for us to take the lead before the fourth quarter starts. 40 seconds to do it.
Smoke Matthews, a proud graduate of Ouachita High School from 1994, played for the team in 93. Smoke bail bonds, Big Smoke bail bonds, 318-654-4001.
Here we go.
Yes, two receivers right, one to the left. Connor in shotgun. First and 10 Lions at the Bearcat 47. Connor's going to keep it. He's got some running room over there. Got some room. He's at the 40,
he got hit
39,
hard.
38. Give him a gain of 8 or 9, but, man, he got his bell rung.
QB sweep, and you know what? He's always been, even since Pee Wee football, he's like an ant, man. He got way more strength than he should for his body size.
Gain of 9, second down and 1. This is what the Lions have done all during the playoffs, is this kind of football.
And we're going tempo. Maybe we're going to take it to the fourth.
13 seconds, 12 seconds. They're going to snap this before the fourth quarter is what it looks like. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds. There's the snap. Dade gets a handoff. Dade's looking for some room. Dade's got the first down and more at the 33-yard line. That's a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection first down for M.J. Dade. And that wraps up the Third quarter, the North Monroe Baptist Church, third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
For all your favorite Mexican dishes, stop by Monroe's newest restaurant, El Tío Jose. The Garcia family welcomes you and yours 7 days a week at 5120 Desert Street. El Tío Jose. You're going to love it.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. Mike Downhour, Des Light, and Brian Jacobs, Ricky Robertson, T-Lay and his broadcast crew. And we are in the fourth quarter of the state championship game. Ruston leads it 20-14, but those Lions are driving.
And you know what? We call this team a team of destiny. They believe, and you can tell they believe the way they're fighting. Do you know if when they punch this ball in, the type of juice that they're going to insert into themselves?
You went down 14-0, and that happened at, I forget, it wasn't Destrehan, I believe it was Parkway. We went down, similar, and you went up 14-0 on Neville, but, ended up winning that game 14-7. So normally in some of the teams in the years past, a lead of 14 was hard to overcome. Not this team.
They different, built different. They got split, Stacey.
We'll stay here.
Okay.
Sorry
Receiver
about that,
to
Rick.
the left, receiver to the right. Connor in shotgun.
Oh, yes, indeed. We'll take that 5 yards.
Did the Lions move?
We didn't. Offsides. And they're going to say, got him. Free 5.
All right, so offsides there. And the Lions take it to 1st and 5 at the 27-yard line of the Bearcats.
And if you notice there, they were stunting the entire defensive line. They all made an inside move, a gap exchange, which makes it they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
And the first time this happened back on Game 6, the Lions jumped offsides. This time the penalties against the Bearcats. Here we go again. Two receivers right.
Man coverage up top. Well, we got a safety over the top.
Connor takes a snap, hands it to Dade. Dade's got some room on the left side. He breaks a tackle. Dade is on his feet, got the first down inside the 20. Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection, first down. Fresh set of downs for the Lions.
That man is hard to bring down, man. To be that size but run with that much strength and power.
They got to blow the whistle earlier than that.
Yeah, they let him pick him up.
It's slam him.
Like his forward progress has stopped now. And so, what are we doing here? They slam him. That's supposed to be 15 yards.
Yep.
And his head kind of bounced against the ground. That's what made me upset.
1st and 10 in the red zone for the Lions. They're at the Bearcat 19. You've got twins formation down there, receivers. Whitehall Clark is at the top. Lewis Carter Jr. is at the bottom. Connor back to pass. Looking, throws.
That's deep. That's PI. He came over his back. You can't do that.
And that is incomplete. Pass intended.
They let you put a hand on the back, so what they're saying is he didn't alter the trajectory of the receiver.
Yeah, it was pass intended for Lewis Carter,
so let's see.
third.
He checked up there.
Just take off running.
Yeah, I wanted him to just take off, man. That's what you're doing in the past. You're just taking off, baby.
Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 for the Lions. Dade has 105 rushing yards so far, more to follow.
They're pressing up front, pressing Waddell.
Lions trail by 6. They can take the lead with a score here.
We've been running the QB sweep.
Connor takes a snap. He wants to throw again. He's looking. Got a man. Caught at the 15. He's at the 10. Out of bounds at the 6.
He slung him. That's
that
penalty.
Should be a penalty. He slung him out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 7. That's a Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection. 1st and goal.
What a
Seneca battle.
That Seneca battle there. My goodness, what a catch and run afterwards. And how about the pass on time from Montrell in the pocket? Getting upfield, baby. And they're going to say he started the toss right at the edge.
He did.
1st and goal, Lions at the Bearcat 7.
And look no further. The Lions have the ball here with the opportunity to punch it in and take the lead
for the first time in the game. Let's get there. Man in motion, right to left is Seneca Battle. Connor in shotgun. Whitell Clark split out to the right side. There's a snap. Dade gets a handoff, got some running room into the 5, maybe down to the 4, but let's see where that knee went down. Looks like the 5. It will be second and goal from the 5.
And, yeah, he goes off tackle. And you see so many of the tackles on MJ Day because he's so short right around his neck. Dylan has to kick that guy out, but when he gets that far up the field, he can let him go and go to the next level.
This is the 4th year in a row the Bearcats have been in the Superdome. First time for the Lions in 31 years. Lions looking to take the lead on second and goal from the 5. Berryman lined up in the slot. Connor in shotgun. He has a snap, hands it to Dade, tries that left side again. He'll lose 2.
Penetration, they shot a gap. That play was dead in the backfield.
We got to be able to hold on to those blocks.
Yeah, and a linebacker shot his gap. And I don't know if that was a read, but it looked like by the time Montreal saw him back there, he had already handed the ball. Yeah, see, and he beat AJ off the line. That was 90, actually.
Yeah, I'm speaking in reference to that outside.
Third and goal from the 7. Lions have 2 plays to punch it in. Clark and Carter split out to the right side. Battle and Carter on the right side. Clark on the left. 2 plays to take the lead. Play clock at 3, 2. There it is. Got the snap off. Connor looking.
Take off, baby.
Connor is blocking. Connor has room. And he goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 2.
He had it there early.
Yes, indeed.
It was there early.
The 4. Did he step out that far back? Yes.
Yeah. That looks about right.
4th and goal from the 4.
It's like get vertical and.
He didn't step out at the 4.
Nah, I think we was a little closer.
All right.
Here we go.
Here comes 4th and goal from the 4. Lions going for it. You hear the crowds. Snap to Connor and a whistle. And somebody calling a timeout, I bet. No, they didn't. Connor running around everywhere, and they're going to tackle him back at the 11.
We should have just stayed outside to the right.
That was killed from the snap, the start of the snap.
And just like that, the Lions lose 5 yards and squander that opportunity.
It was a bad snap that threw the timing off of that play. We were trying to toss it.
I heard a whistle.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the whistle. Yeah, I think they were trying to run a speed option, but the snap. Yeah, the snap was behind him.
But just stay outside, MJ.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just go beat him to the pylon. 90's not catching you.
He's not. You know?
Both defenses making incredible plays late in the game. We have 9:22 left in this. Randall's captain Avery, 4th quarter. Bearcats have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. They hand off running back. Not much there. Wrapped up and tackled for no gain.
This might work more in our favor anyway. We get a stop here, and then we score late with less time for them to do anything.
I like how you think.
But look, that was Dylan Berryman just balling.
Dylan Berryman playing both ways all night again. Talk about strength and conditioning, Coach Chance.
And you
do an outstanding job with this team.
And so that was the second time back to offense. We were trying to run the speed option, and the snap was behind him again. Something about the block is making that snap go behind him.
Hartwell back in shotgun for the Bearcats. He wants to throw, looking, under pressure. Got a man at the 10, tackled immediately, and that is the difference in that. It will be a catch for a loss of 2.
Odie Fremont, that's how you come inside out, right? And you take his legs from up on him. You got to worry about nothing at that point.
And you could do the same thing with 6.
You can.
3rd and 13 now for the Bearcats.
Inside out, boom, put that hat on.
Huge play for this Ouachita defense.
How about a pick 6?
Okay. I'm down for that. 8:14 left in the game. 20-14 Bearcats. They've got 3rd and 13. Excuse me.
Well, and whatever we do, keep the QB in the pocket.
2 receivers to the right. Hartwell wants to throw. He's under pressure. He's in the end zone, and he's going to throw it away.
And was he in the pocket? I think he's in the pocket.
Anyway, it's going to be a punt. And the Lions will get great field position here. So, Des, your prophecy there, we'll take that.
It was a receiving area.
It was a receiving area for sure. It went out of bounds, so it didn't matter if he was in the pocket or not.
But check that Ouachita pressure on the quarterback, Hartwell.
Right. And You got Caden
It's a holding
Powell.
on the backside as well.
Oh, and holding in the end zone is safety.
4th and 13. 4th and 13. Bearcats are punting. Whitell Clark at the Bearcat
gonna feel this
40.
one.
Almost blocked. Clark is going to take it at the 40.
Oh,
he's got some room.
Why he stay
35.
outside? Just stay outside.
He's trying to wrench it. 30, 25, 20. Whitell Clark 15. Still on his feet to the 10.
They're gonna throw a flag there.
A flag comes
Yes,
in.
the flag is coming in because you can't turn around and block back, and we did. You got to just shield them off. I saw
It was late
early.
by Mansfield. That was what you're talking about?
No,
Okay.
he turned around, and you can't face the opposing end zone and block and turn around and block like that. A crackback block is what they call it.
Okay, let's recap that. Was the punt touched maybe, or was it just a quick rush?
No, we definitely tipped the punt.
He did tip it. It was a
We
tipped
tipped the
punt.
punt. But what they're calling is you turned around.
Oh, I know the
and
block.
hit, yeah, and what you do is you just shield that guy. You ain't got to hit him like that.
So the Lions will have 1st and 10.
Who was that on this?
On us.
Well,
I know
they
I'm
went.
saying.
Yeah,
I didn't see who did it. But
They returned the ball down to the 8, but with the penalty and where the location happened, they may have this ball back at the 45.
You'll see it right here. They call blocking the back. They didn't even call what I thought. They called blocking the back there. They called. Oh, the crackback. Okay, so they showed the wrong play. That is not the play they called the penalty on. They called the crackback block.
On the kid that's down.
Yeah.
All right, he's up. The Bearcat is up. That's a good sight. Walking off, in fact, running off now. He just got popped.
But that's going to back us up
What
a
happened?
good bit.
But it is going to back it up. But bottom line, the Lions have the ball. 7:40 left in the game, and again, they can take the lead.
Yes, that is the bottom line, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Stone Cold.
I don't like how he jogging.
Yeah, he's jogging a lot. This ball, I thought it
Yeah.
may go back to the 40.
Yeah.
It's going back to the 42-yard line, or is he going to start marking it off from there?
No.
Okay. Lions will. They returned it down to the 8, but with the crackback block, they're going to start this drive at the Bearcat 42-yard line.
But what a return! Barring that was a heck of a return there from Waddell.
Yes, it was.
Man.
Yeah, they called it on Mansfield that block.
All right, here come the Lions again. 4th quarter, halfway done. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Man in motion is battle left to right. Connor calls for the snap. He hands off to Dade. Dade's got to outrun the first guy. He's got some room. 40, 35, 30. Out of bounds at the 33. And a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection first down.
And that's what he got to do there. He's going to beat them to the edge. Turbo.
And even on that broken down play, I thought he could have beat him to the edge and scored.
I believe you. I agree. I agree.
So Lions rush that one all the way to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions.
Nobody's on Lewis. Oh, he's getting late to get out there.
That's 10-4 speed there by
Yes,
MJ.
indeed.
And that is impressive. Lions can take the lead with a score here. They are
Will take the
28 yards away.
Maybe an RPO coming.
Connor in shotgun takes a snap. He's going to carry it himself behind. Oh, hammered.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good, solid shot for a loss of 1. I thought he was going to get through that block.
So they're playing the sweep very well now. They're keying on it. There's a reverse off of that if you want it.
Just seemed like it was too many white jerseys for them not to make that play.
Right. Somebody knifed in there between those white jerseys.
And he beat CJ there off the backside. Yeah, good job of pursuing down the line by the defensive lineman, not allowing himself to get cut off.
2nd down and 12 now for the Lions at the Bearcat 30. 6:58, clock is running. Bearcats lead 20-14.
We got 7 seconds to get this snap off.
Lions are driving. Connor wants to throw. Looking. Got time. Now he's under pressure. He's going to run around the right side. Now he's going to throw that ball downfield.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Waddell Clark!
Waddell Clark caught that ball, and we have a tie ball game, 20-20, pending the extra point attempt. Creed touchdown by Waddell Clark Jr.
Let's go, Coach Jacobs. Let's go,
Let's
Mike.
go!
They throw the back shoulder to Waddell. He gets big, goes up tall, climbs the ladder, and catches it because that man is a playmaker. And big-time players make big-time plays.
And that's
in
why he
big-time
should be a
situations.
Division I prospect.
Somebody needs to recruit
That's why
him.
he should be signed.
Absolutely. Extra point attempt. Hernandez to hold. Cam Gale kicking. And that kick is good. Lions for the first time tonight have the lead 21-20. They went down 7-0. They went down 14-0. And now with 6:41 left in the game, Lions up 21-20. Back at 30 seconds. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
As a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School, a former football player, and an attorney, Skip Benton gets it. He knows the hard work it takes to get things done on the gridiron and at the courthouse. That's why the law office of Skip Benton is here to help you understand your rights as an accident victim. They offer free consultation, and in most cases, there are no fees, costs, or expenses owed to them unless they recover money on your behalf. Skip Benton is the personal injury attorney to call if you need help. No shortcuts here. They handle every case.
Back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. The Lions take the lead, 21-20. Cam Gale kicks this ball, and it's going to be fairly deep down to the 7-yard line. Bearcats set to return. They return it to the 15, to the 20, and they got plenty of room. And there's a penalty coming in. The return man will get to the 50. Let's check this flag.
Back him up. Back him up.
Dylan Johnson had to stay outside.
Yep. Got to be a pincher.
Well, oftentimes you get a good return when you do hold and all that, but let's see what the officials say.
And now the frustration starts. You see some body language there from the Bearcats.
Hands on the hips, you mean?
No, I seen some demonstrative upsetness by their players.
And yes, it is holding against the Bearcats. Bring that one back.
And you got to think, man, they've been here 4 times. They've lost a few of them. And they got to be thinking, not again. We can't let another one. Think about it, Mike. They were up 17-7 at half. They're thinking about the ring celebration already.
That's
and
right.
now they losing, and they got to dig out the hole. That hurts. We took their best punch. Now, can the defense get one stop and give the ball with our offense?
This
with the
defense,
chance?
yes, they can.
And they've done it the last 4 weeks, getting the stop they needed when they needed it, and the offense has salted the ball game away.
The 14 seed Ouachita Lions lead the number 1 seed Ruston Bearcats. Lions beat the 18 seed St. Amand. Then they beat the number 2 seed Destrehan, or number 3 seed Destrehan, number 6 Parkway, number 2 Neville, and now they're playing number 1 Ruston on the 5th game of their revenge tour, trying to pay Ruston back for the Week 6 loss at Bearcat Stadium.
And they're a defensive stop and an offensive 4-minute drive away from getting it done.
Special thanks to Gold Star Trophies, the official trophy and medal provider of the LHSAA. Visit goldstartrophies.com to order your very own mini replica state championship trophy. Want to stay up to date on everything Louisiana high school sports? Follow the official LHSAA social media accounts at LHSAA Sports on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. It's your first stop for official power rankings, playoff brackets, highlights, and all things LHSAA. Don't miss a moment. Follow at LHSAA Sports today.
Brandon Bruce had to get some shoe help down there. He got it. So here come the Bearcats. First and 10 at the 15-yard line. High formation, Hartwell under center. Pitches back to the running back. No, sir. They're going to shut him down. Dylan Berryman wraps him up and says, let me give you a bear hug, bro.
And so he's been going backside all night and then going sideline to sideline, trailing. What a play from young Thanos, a.k.a. Dylan Berryman.
Thanos is really in his bag the last couple games.
That just looks like a nightmare to me to get hit by that guy.
A 3-and-out, Mike, they're going to have to punt.
Well, watch number 6. This ball's going to number 6 at some point here, and he's lined up on the left side. They will aim for number 6, who's been there.
It ain't happening. They own it now. Tried to make us jump there. Oh, we did jump.
Oh, man.
We crossed. That was Waddell. Jeez. Got to be headsy.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 5 after the offsides by the Lions. Don't need to give Ruston anything at this point.
No. Just be headsy. But here's the thing. We want to stop early because we want them to have to punt it. We don't want them going for it.
That's right.
And if it gets too late, they're going to be forced to go for it.
5:49 left in the game. Lions lead it 21-20. 2 receivers left, one of those being Hudson. Hartwell back in shotgun. They're going to hand off up the middle. Got a little bit of room. Got the first down.
That's it.
Out to the 28.
No worries. We start fresh. Going to have to win first down. He went backside there, and it kind of we were misaligned, I believe. There was a huge gap there.
Gain of 8 to the 29-yard line. Bearcats have a 1st and 10 there. Clock is running. 5:23 left in the game. Lions lead 21-20. Hudson lined up with 2 receivers on the left over here. Hartwell back in shotgun. Look for that pass to happen at some point soon. Handoff. Tries right side. Got a little bit of room there. He's going to pick up 6.
Yeah, it's just too many yards. And credit to the running back. And now Caden Powell's going to have to come off. He's staying and being patient and waiting for the gap to open up, but we didn't have any penetrators there.
Petey Jones tried to punch that ball out of there.
I love it.
Man. 2nd down and 2.
You got to think, man, a turnover here with our offense, curtains.
Hartwell in shotgun for the Bearcats. Top 2 receivers for the Bearcats are lined up on the near side.
All right, at this point in the game, you got to think they're 4-down territory from here on out.
Snap.
Dylan Berryman, they're going to call offsides.
False
start. Yes. False start.
False start against the Bearcats. Back them instead of 2nd and 2. That will give them 2nd and 7. That's a big break.
That's a potentially game-changing play right there. And Dylan Berryman was going to take the center and set him in the quarterback's lap, which he did.
He has been doing that a lot the last few weeks.
So he's mugging up the ball. He's getting as close as he could possibly get, and that puts that pressure on the center, knowing he's about to get smashed.
Not sure who the Bearcats team chiropractor is, but the way Berryman's putting that center on his back every time, he's going to need something.
Yep. And so now they brought in our smaller unit here.
2nd down and 7. Hartwell goes under center, I formation behind him, and
play
he
action.
wants to throw. He's looking, got under pressure, caught again. It's Hudson, and a 1st down. Exactly the play we were expecting.
And so if I'm the Lions, I got to bring pressure off the edge because
He doesn't have the first. Oh, yes, he does. Yes,
he does. He has it. He had the 1st down there. Here. And great throw by the quarterback under pressure. Petey dropped into coverage to cover the shallow. I thought somebody else had coverage responsibility. That would allow Petey to just get in his face and make a tougher pass.
Hartwell goes, the 2 receivers split up over on the right side now. Hartwell still under center.
Double A. We're going double A. Changing the play at the line. The QB like something he sees.
Snap.
Downhill
pitch,
toss.
Trying that left side here with that pitch, and the Lions are able to get him after a gain of about 2, maybe 3.
So the QB noticed we went double A gap, put 2 guys in the A gap, so we thinking he can get the soft edge, and he goes changes the play to downhill toss, and we did a great job of rallying to the ball.
2nd down and 8 for the Bearcats.
This is it, man. This is the drive here. They're going all or nothing on this drive.
2nd and 8, ball on the Bearcat 42-yard line.
We need 1 TFL.
Snap back to Hartwell. He's going to keep it himself. He's trying up the middle, and there's some blockers there, but there's a lot of white jerseys there, too. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for Bearcats. Looks like 3rd and maybe 4.
Petey was trying to punch the ball out. You got to secure the tackle first, and that allowed him.
No, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that allowed him to sneak and get a few more yards. It was kind of like a fire drill of dudes, but just a wall of people right there.
Coach Brian Jacobs is going to have head football coach Benji Lewis on post game.
That's false start.
And there's a false start by the Bearcats. Yes. So 3rd and 2 turns into 3rd and 7. And folks, here's the issue. It is 2:34 left in this game. While we're watching all these little things going on down there, the ball is not at the 50, and that play clock's down to 2:34.
Yes, indeed.
With a Ouachita lead, 21-20.
I'm telling you, they're playing to try to get in field goal range the way they're running this offense.
No doubt.
And you know what? That is huge right here. We 2 stops away from getting off the field, guys. 2 stops, 2 plays right here. Starts here.
Well, it's going to be 4-down territory. They're not going to
That's what I mean. 2 plays. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it is. You're right. 3rd and 7.
You got to know the play action rollout is coming.
Ouachita fans, that's who you hear in the background shouting defense. Those Ouachita fans down there. Hartwell, hands off the ball, right side.
What a hit by Mansfield.
Not much there. Mansfield in on that tackle along with many others. So he'll get a few yards there, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
You're trying to rip that ball out of there.
Trying to rip it out, baby. 4th down here, and here's the ball game, guys, for your Lions.
4th down and 3. Ruston's full of trick plays.
Ruston think they're going to just line up and toss that thing on us. Here we go, Mike.
4th down and 3. The Bearcats going for it.
Yep.
I formation behind Hartwell.
We calling timeout. I like it.
All right, we'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back. You're listening to Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed and Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed and Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our Lions.
Remember, Creed and Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
Are you ready to score big this season? Johnny's Pizza House is the winning play for every game day with our new Pizza Squad Rewards app. Download it now from johnnysph.com/app and get in the game with $5 off your first in-app order. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice of game day glory.
We're back to the Allied Roofing broadcast booth, folks. Much of the game comes down to this play. 1:38 left in the game. 21-20. Lions lead it. Bearcats have it 4th down and 3 at their own 46, and they're going for it.
Hey, tell them ball key, Jacobs.
Here come the Bearcats. Hartwell back in shotgun. There's a snap. He's
Reverse. Double pass. Oh, my God.
Good. The pass is complete.
Just tackle him. Tackle him.
I knew it was going to be a trick play. I knew that was coming, and he's still on his feet.
He fumbled.
25.
We got it. We got it.
Fumbled the ball.
Ouachita got the ball. Ouachita got the ball.
What happened?
Ouachita has the ball.
What happened?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, what happened is he caught the ball, and he was running all over the field. And as he was running 25, 20, 15, 10, down to the 8-yard line, the Lions punched the ball out. The Lions recover the ball. 1:21 left in this game, and the Lions have the lead.
Guess what, Mike? All right. We've been in these situations all season. We are 1 first down away from a state championship.
And 6 victory formations in a row.
6 victory formations in a row. All right, now listen. They have all 3 timeouts. We're going to have to get 1 first down. We've been able to do that every time. Who punched that ball out?
I don't know, but it was Ahmad Hudson. That's the thing that makes it beauty. Look how he's carrying it on that replay.
Why Clark rip that ball out?
Clark got the ball. Clark stripped it, and the Lions recover. Who picked it up? That's what I want to see. Who's at the bottom of that pile that picked it up? And it is
Dylan Johnson.
Dylan Johnson. Here come the Lions. They need 1 first down to make this a destiny dream season. Bearcats come in 12-2. Lions come in 10-4. Number 1 ranked Bearcats, number 14 seeded Ouachita Lions. Connor comes in under center. He takes the ball. He's going to hand off to Day. Day's going to try to outrun it on the left side. He's at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and out of bounds. That's a Chris Lewis-Koniana connection. First down.
He got to stay in bounds, Mike.
Well, he didn't. And
he got to stay in bounds. I wish he had the ball in his outside arm the way he could get a little ball control.
But what a run, though. What
a game, y'all. 1:13 left. Lions have 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. They lead these Bearcats 21-20. It was a 2-point game at Destrehan, 3-point game St. Amant, a 6-point game at Parkway, 7-point game at Neville, a 1-point game right now. Lions need to hang on to the football. Connor under center, hands off. And that is going to be another carry, loss of about a yard, and a timeout immediately called by the Bearcats. Folks, you talk about a team of destiny. This Lion team said they were. We're not there yet, but we're really close.
We're really close. He stays in bounds, and we're there. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we got to get one more first down.
One more first down, Mike. But, man, oh, my God. If he just stays in bounds, Mike, the game is over.
Lions have not won a state championship since 1989. And here they are knocking on the door of another state championship. They came back to the Dome in 1994, and they came up short against Hanville. 31 years later, and I was at that game, 31 years later, here we are again.
They playing pony. Your saddle's waiting. Riding for a state championship.
21-20, Lions lead, 1:09 left in the game. Lions with the ball, but they do need a first down as the Bearcats still have 2 first downs left. And if not, you would end up having to punt it to timeout. Did I say timeout? Yeah, sorry.
2 first downs. Look, give that thing to MJ again. We've been able to do it. We're 1 first down away from lineup in victory formation.
Lions trailed 17-7 at half. They lead 21-20 now. Connor in shotgun. I don't like these snaps.
'Twas the night before Christmas.
And he's going to roll over to the right side. He's going to pick up about a yard. And Ruston will immediately call for a timeout. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 Lions. So unless they're able to pick something up here, Trey Johnson will have to punt this ball back to the Bearcats.
We're going to pick it up. It's going to be.
He got to stay in bounds.
Man, he stays in bounds, Mike. The game's over. It's over.
If he has the ball in his outside arm, it's probably a touchdown.
Jeez.
1:05 left in the game. Bearcats, I believe that's their last time out. No, one more. They've got one more.
Look, worst case scenario. Now we're gonna go best case scenario. We get the first down, but they're playing that they'll be able to get the ball back. We'll be forced to punt, and they'll get the ball back with a little under a minute to go.
And they'll jump ball it to Ahmad Hudson, who was the one who fumbled, by the way.
Yes, indeed.
So coming out of that timeout down there, Lions have 3rd down and 10 at their own 34-yard line. They're moving left to right. 1:05 left in this game. Lions lead 21-20.
We got to get it
Get this first.
Lions desperately need that first down, or they will have to punt back to the Bearcats.
Got to get this first here.
Connor is in shotgun.
Do you chance passing it?
I don't know, maybe.
You got to get him to call that.
You got to have the first down, no matter how you get it.
You're right.
2 receivers right. Connor in shotgun. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Dade. Dade's going to try that left side and get only 2 yards.
He's still
He's
running.
still on his feet. He's going to get about 5 yards, but that's going to get him out to the 39-yard line. Ruston calls their last time out with 57 seconds left. So, folks, this game is not over.
No, we're gonna need a big punt.
If we ever need a great punt, now we're going to get it.
Well, you can't really do the fake because they have a superb field goal kicker, and you don't want to give them any chance at that. Trey Johnson's about to kick the punt of his life.
The words I said was, if we ever need a great punt now.
Now is the time.
Now's the time.
You're right. You're right.
Definitely not a fake.
Y'all, my heartbeat is probably at about 200
my watch
BPM.
is probably going off right now. 4th down and 4 for the Lions. They will have to punt.
And you know they send an all-out block.
Trey Johnson, the punter. Bearcats are out of timeouts. 57 seconds left in the game. Lions lead 21-20.
We got to get a good one.
Need a good snap here, too. Looks like Lions are calling a timeout.
Just wanted to see what they lined up in.
No, referees.
Okay.
Not us.
Somebody was on the field.
They got their clothes. Oh, it was Red Hat. It was for the commercial.
Okay.
I'd say you got a streaker down there, Dez?
Also.
4th and 4.
Big time.
Lions in the punt.
Trey Johnson built for it. Good snap.
Snap back to Johnson. Good snap. No pressure. Nice punt. Over the head, and it's going to roll. It's going to roll. It's going to roll down the 1. No, it went into the end zone. Went into the end zone. The Lions almost got it. So with 46 seconds left, the Bearcats need 80 yards.
Nah, they need to get in field goal range.
Or field goal range. That's right. That's right. 80 for the touchdown, but they need a field goal. $60-yard punt by Trey Johnson. That's pretty impressive now.
Yeah.
He hit a 62-yarder at, where was that?
I told y'all Trey Johnson was built for it.
And he did it. He delivered.
Did his job. He did. That was his best punt of the year, considering the situation.
We're looking at the field goal marker to be around the 35-yard line. I mean, the guy has been kicking.
We're not going to worry about that. They got no timeouts, Mike. We're going to keep everything in bounds.
Here comes everything for the game. Last 46 seconds, no timeouts. I would expect pass because an incomplete would stop the clock.
No, everything's
Twins formation, 2 receivers left and right. Hartwell in
Pressure.
shotgun. Hartwell wants to throw, and he throws. He's got a man caught out of bounds at the 30.
Wow, that's a lot of yards. That's a lot of yards on first down, man.
Gain of 13, and only a few seconds off the clock.
We got to keep him in bounds.
Yep.
First and 10 Bearcats at the 34-yard line. Twins formation, 2 receivers both sides. Hartwell in shotgun. 41 seconds left in the game. Lions up 21-20.
Team of destiny.
Hartwell has a snap. Back to pass under pressure. Got a man caught. Hit. I saw something bounce out, but it was a helmet. So it was caught at the 40. Give him a gain of 5.
Waddell got to come off. His helmet came off. Do we call a timeout? We got to call a timeout there. Call a timeout there.
Second down and 4. Here come the Bearcats with 30 seconds left. Hartwell in shotgun, looking.
False start.
False start's a 10-second runoff, huh?
Yes, indeed. It's a 10-second runoff.
All right. Penalty down, flag down on the field. It is a false start against the Bearcats. They were in a bit of a hurry there.
And Waddell can come back on the field now.
Clark is coming back out. And now there's 27 seconds left in the game.
They got to run 10 seconds off.
I thought they did run 10 seconds.
Oh, they did run 10 seconds? Yeah, they did.
I thought they did.
They did, because it was
37. Yep. So Bearcats under the gun here. 27 seconds left in the game. They've got second down and 10.
We just tackle them in bounds, man. Keep everything in bounds, and we good money.
And the ball is at the Bearcat 35. Well, they are going to go look at a replay. I'm not sure what they could look at. Maybe the penalty. Maybe the I don't know.
Probably look see what the time was.
Yep, that's a good call too.
What are they replaying?
Champions plan for the future, and so should you. At Upstream Life, we help you protect what matters most with our secure legacy multi-year guaranteed annuity. Lock in competitive rates, guarantee your growth, and secure your legacy for the ones you love, because winning isn't just on the field, it's in your financial future. Visit upstreamlife.us for more information.
We want to thank all of these sponsors that came on and added to this broadcast to even get us here. It has been an incredible time. You're seeing their logos. You're seeing their commercials on the screen. We want to thank a lot of our regular sponsors, too, that Allied Roofing has just been amazing. Paul Evans, Diamond Gun, Origin Bank, David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash, Cables and Robinson Orthodontics, Martinez Chiropractic, Origin Bank, Mel's Towing,
LTO Jose,
CFM Enterprises.
Fit for Life Nutrition, Fit Forever Nutrition.
And, yeah, those guys, too.
Providing all the hydration and energy for the coaches all season. And what Dylan Barron said has him going hard right now.
Well, whatever it is, keep him juiced up. All right, we're going to come back out on the field now and reset after everything. Have they announced what? Here it comes.
They're looking at the time to see if the time was right.
Okay, game time is correct at 27 seconds. So that is it. Fourth quarter, 27 seconds left in the game. Bearcats ball, 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Got to get some pressure on
Twins
TV.
formation, receivers on both sides. Hartwell for Ruston in shotgun. Clock is running. Hartwell back to pass, not under pressure. Got a man over the middle. It's caught. It's caught.
But he in bounds, though.
And he's down at about the 4. He's close to field goal range here, folks. He is close to field goal range. This is going to be a dangerous call here.
Clock's gonna stop.
I don't know if they're going to spike it or run something here.
That's a 60-yard field goal.
Yeah, he's not close, Mike. We ain't got no 60-yarder in him.
I'm just saying they're going to try.
Look, we just got to get a stop.
All right,
14 seconds.
14 seconds left in the game. Bearcats ball, 2nd and 10 at the Lion 43.
What is Mansfield got to make the tackle, man?
He knew it, too. He had his head in his hands. Lions are 14 seconds away from being a team of destiny. Either way, they're a team of destiny.
No,
they are a team of destiny.
They're getting the big trophy. They're getting the state championship trophy, Mike. Sack here ends it.
Now, Ruston has all kind of trick plays. We've seen a reverse with a double pass. Here comes Hartwell ready to throw. He's going to run to keep that ball himself. And he's trying to run out of bounds. He only got a gain of a yard, but it's only 8 seconds left, y'all.
They held Dylan. They got to get that holding call, man. That takes them. That kills them. And it's a 10-second runoff. They tackled Dylan.
Looks like a 3rd and 9 down there, according to the. Nope, now it's 3rd and 10. Look at that marker move down there.
They give us that holding call, Mike. The ball's over.
Folks, there's 8 seconds left in the game. This could be the last play. 3rd and 10, Bearcats. They're at the Ouachita 43. Lions up 21-20. We have been honored to bring this game to you. Mike Downhour, Des Lighton, Brian Jacobs, Ricky Robertson, Tile, and the crew. Here come the Bearcats. Receivers everywhere. Hartwell back in shotgun. He wanting to throw. Looking. Got a man. Caught at the 34. Out of bounds. 4 seconds left. This is where I think you see a field goal or they go for it. It's 4th down and 2, so they're going field goal. Field goal attempt coming. This will determine the end of the game.
Wow.
52-yarder.
Wow.
52-yard field goal attempt.
Do we ice him?
52-yard field goal attempt. This will determine whether the Bearcats or the Lions
We got to go
win
block
it.
that thing. We got to go block that thing.
Mansfield needs to get a hand on it. Looks like Benji calls the timeout. He does. He does. So, folks, this is what it comes down to. The whole game in the Dome. It's a one-point game. Lions on top. Bearcats have a, what did we say, 52-yard? 52-yard field goal attempt. If that kicker hits that 52-yarder, my goodness, they deserve it.
He ain't hitting it. We're going to block it.
Well, block it or just push it off. I don't care. But if not, there's only 4 seconds, so this is game.
This is the game. This is the game right here.
4,000 folks watching on our live stream right now. We appreciate you guys tuned in. You're about to hear the final play of the game. Bearcats want to win. Lions plan to win. They have got to find a way to make this work. Look at that Ouachita sideline, and the fans all dressed in white.
So what are we seeing the block from? We've been sitting it from the edge, and we've been getting close. You got to think at 52 yards, the ball is going to be low. Maybe a middle block
Get a paw
here.
up.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
get
a
that
middle
paw up.
block here.
All right, here comes the game. 52-yard field goal attempt by the Bearcats.
Can we get them to jump so they can back up?
52-yard field goal attempt. Waiting on the snap still. There it is, snap, placement. Kick is up. It's short.
No good.
It's short. The Ouachita Lions win. The Ouachita Lions are state champions. The Ouachita Lions are getting rings, state champions for the first time since 1989.
Mike, we said this team was a team of destiny. We said they would stick together. Nobody believed them.
We the fucking champs, dude.
The 14th seed has come into the Louisiana Superdome and shocked the world, but they didn't shock anybody on that team.
We knew it. We knew what this team was made of.
We knew they had it in them, Mike.
Ouachita Lions win, folks. They took a hard, tough district loss. 4 losses in October. They were undefeated in November, and now they are undefeated in December.
Mike, for this team to come, nothing went their way in the first half, Mike.
No.
Ouachita teams in the past crumble in that situation. This team went into halftime, and they came out a different team from 17-7, Mike, against a perennial powerhouse.
And the next thing I see that's good, for the first time this year, Ouachita Lions are shaking hands with the Ruston Bearcats. Ruston and that.
We the champs!
Des, you want any final thoughts for you head?
We the champs!
Final thoughts. I love this team. I love the coaching staff. You knew they had it in them all season. This team stayed together. My little brother in Montreal Connor got a championship as Pee Wee football, and they got one now as seniors. For OPHS Nation, we love y'all. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Des is going to go down there to be with his brother, as he should. Jacobs is going to try to get head football coach Benji Lewis, but there will be a player of the game. There will be they'll award the runner-up trophy to Ruston Bearcats, and then you stay right here. We'll bring it all to you, and then you will hear the Ouachita Lions get the big trophy, the state champion Ouachita Lions. And, folks, we appreciate everything you've done, but it's time to work on some ring money now, too. It's going to be ring money. Ouachita Lions win it. Coach Jacobs, what's it like down there?
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ouachita High School state champs, 2025-26 state champs, baby.
It is.
It's no better than this, man.
It does, and we would really like to hear from Benji Lewis. We've got over 4,000 people tuned in at the moment. Let's let them hear Benji Lewis, the state champion, Benji Lewis. This is unbelievable. This is unreal. What a game. What a finish.
We gonna get them.
Unbelievable. Listen to the crowd. That's the Ouachita crowd. They are congratulating their Ouachita Lions, and it's a huge crowd. Thank you, Lion Nation, for driving and supporting these Lions. Edna Carr and St. Aug will be following the the game will be following after this one, but we've got plenty to do here with the players of the game and the championship ceremonies, and then we'll be able to do. Go ahead, Coach. If you got him, go. Waiting on Benji Lewis down there, and I'm just watching all this. This is unbelievable as the Lions defy all odds as the 14th seed. I can't remember. I know Cecilia in 3A won as a 13 seed last year, but there's not too many times a 5A 14 seed beats everybody. The number 1 Ruston, the number 2 Neville, the number 3 Destrehan, number 6 Parkway. I mean, the Lions have come through and beat them all. Lions are state champions. It is pandemonium down there. Go ahead.
We got Coach Lewis here, Coach.
Go.
Coach, what a hell of a run. I just want this one thing, just summarize this season, what it means to you. No, not district champs, Coach. We the state champs, Coach.
Hey, man, that second half is a picture of the season. Resilience, everybody counts them out, and they keep going. They keep coming back and battling. Game looks over, they're going away with it. Keep battling, keep coming back. That's what the Ouachita Lions are this year. That's why we take it home for only the second time in school history. This is for all of Ouachita Parish. This shows what these guys did all year long. When everybody counts them out, when it's down to the last drop, that's when they're going to show up and perform.
One time, Coach. They didn't believe. Guess who did?
God did.
God did.
Oh, my. Both teams are assembling down on the field right now.
Man. We the champs, man.
Yes, sir, we are. And Ruston will be given, they'll announce the player of the game. Ricky, if you would help me.
It got to be Wydell Clark.
I can't wait to find out. But we'll find out who the players of the games are. And then you just leave it right here, and Coach Jacobs' microphone is going to let you hear what this Ouachita State Championship team looks like with the big trophy hoisted in the air.
Hey, what'd you say about God? What'd you say?
God did, man.
Who did it?
You already know, bro.
Who did it?
God did.
Unbelievable turn of events. Man, Ruston took a 7-0 lead. Ruston took a 14-0 lead. Ruston took a 17-7 halftime lead. But the Lions came back in the second half, outscored those Bearcats, and they win 21-20. My final score prediction was 21-18, by the way, and I put that in the Ruston paper. They asked me for my prediction, and this is exactly what I expected from these Lions. Exactly what. Now they're talking about, Coach, I need to hear what that announcer's saying. Announce us who the player of the games are, please.
Where's the guy who's talking?
Well, he's on the loudspeaker. But they're about to hand out the trophies and take pictures with those players of the game. There it is. Who is that?
MJ Dade.
MJ Dade. Okay. That's your player of the game. Number 3 wins player of the game for the Ouachita Lions.
Let's go.
And what gets me is MJ Dade, in my opinion, I mean, and from what my knowledge is, I don't think he's got an offer.
Oh, man, they crowding and bumbling.
That's the Ouachita players jumping up and down. The revenge tour, stop number 5 is complete. Payback to St. Amant, payback to Destrehan, payback to Parkway. Neville Tigers last week, Ruston Bearcats this week. Lions are state champions.
Let's go.
Coaches are talking, Coach Baugh is talking to the Ruston Bearcats down there. Ricky, you got anything for us down there?
Smoke Matthews, thanks for coming on board here for the championship game. Picked a heck of a game to come on board with us. We appreciate you. Big Smoke Bail Bonds, 318-654-4001.
The trophy presentations will be shortly.
State champs, baby.
Ouachita, for the first time since 1989, is going to have to work on getting some rings. And they joined the Sterlington Panthers.
Ouachita Parish champions.
2 Ouachita Parish champions.
These teams faced off earlier in the season.
Yeah, and they actually did. Ouachita was pulled out of victory, but it wasn't easy against those Panthers. And now these two, and what got me, Ricky, is at the end of the Sterlington game, the Ouachita team had come in and they were seated watching and cheering for Sterlington. Those Sterlington Panthers, before they left the field, they went up to those Ouachita players and they were, go home, finish it for Ouachita Parish, take it home, good luck to you guys. So Ouachita and Sterlington hooking each other up, supporting each other. And what you hear now are the Ouachita fans looking like they're trying to do the Lambeau Leap with all the fans over on the far side. Ouachita Lions state champs.
Hey, that's what you brought him over here for, baby.
Final thoughts here, Ricky Robertson, before we shut this down.
Man, I don't even know what to say, Mike.
State champions, that's what you say.
State champs, man. You know, I get emotional every day.
Well,
every day.
it's okay to do that.
So the last one, this is it for this season. I've been friends with Benji Lewis for 30 years. We've been through some ups and downs. I've hugged him every game. I went out there, hugged him before this one. I'm so proud of that guy. He's been through so much here at Ouachita, so many ups and downs. And he told these kids it was 275 miles, and they're here. He told these kids, he told this fan base, and he finished the mission. And he's got a great group of kids who get to celebrate this with each other, with their families, and with O Block Nation. And we got to figure out what we're going to do next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, we do plan on having a celebration. I don't know if LTO Jose can handle us, but we do want to bring the big trophy home and have a celebration with all the Ouachita fans. We'll give you some more information on that. We're looking at St. Aug and Carr already coming onto the field, so we're about to have to wrap all this up for the next game behind us.
Congrats to you.
And thank you. It has been my honor to call these games for 36 years. But right now it's about Benji Lewis. We know he's a great dad. We know he's a great father. We know he's the athletic director. We know he's the head football coach. But you call him Benji Lewis, state champion. I like that one the best.
Yep.
Folks, we're going to wrap it up from here for Tile and all of his broadcast crew. For Des Lighton, who I have been honored to call these last several years with. Coach Jacobs, man, we've done off and on, but this year, Coach Jacobs, you want final thoughts, man? I'm honored. This has been my honor to work with you.
I appreciate y'all inviting me and wanting me to be a part of the staff. Final thought is, we state champs, baby.
Yes, sir, we are.
state champs, baby.
All right, you know what? That drive home's going to be a little bit better on this one. I can't wait. All four of us in that truck, man, we're going to have some stories. Have some stories. All right, we're going to wrap it up from here. For Dez and Jacobs and Tile, Ricky Robertson, I am Mike Downhour, and this is my last game as I am retiring after this. We'll talk about more of that later on. You look at what we're going to do Wednesday night as a celebration. Heck, we might have to move it to Friday or Saturday. I don't know. But we're going to celebrate with these Lions. Stay tuned to the Ouachita Lion Facebook page for more details. We are going to wrap it up from the Louisiana Superdome, the Caesars Superdome, where the final Ouachita state champ 21, the Ruston runner-up Bearcats, and they honor and credit goes to them. This is their fourth year in a row. They finished with 20 points. Lions win. Lions are state champions. We're going to wrap it up from here. Thank you guys for tuning in. You've been listening to the Ouachita Lion Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
As a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School, a former football player, and an attorney, Skip Benton gets it. He knows the hard work it takes to get things done on the gridiron and at the courthouse. That's why the law office of Skip Benton is here to help you understand your rights as an accident victim. They offer free consultation, and in most cases, there are no fees, costs, or expenses owed to them unless they recover money on your behalf. Skip Benton is the personal injury attorney to call if you need help. No shortcuts here. They handle every case like it's the most important case, because it is. It's your case. If you need a personal injury attorney, skip the rest and hire the best. Call the law office of Skip Benton at 225-773-8486. 5534 Galleria Drive, Suite B in Baton Rouge, serving all of Louisiana.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed and Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed and Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our Lions.
Remember, Creed and Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the town it was my turn for a gift, a new car to be found. As I stepped inside, the scent was divine. A Buick from Jim Taylor, soon to be mine. As I drove out of sight, Merry Christmas they cheered, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho.
From all of us at Jim Taylor Buick GMC, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
From the fun times with family and friends, to the long nights of studying, or purchasing your dream home, the new year ushers in new opportunities for you and your family. Thank you for allowing CenturyNext Bank to be a part of the events in your life.
Hey folks, Frank Nettles here. Just want to let everybody know we're heading down to this championship game. We got those Ouachita Lions going down there to play those Ruston Bearcats, and we're hoping those Ouachita Lions come back with a big championship win right here at LA25A District. And if you need anything for your vehicles, be sure and give us a call at Frank Nettles Automotive, 323-7540. That's 2009 Roselawn Avenue here in Monroe, Louisiana.
This is your station, Magic 106.1. From New Jack Swing to 2000s R&B. Every beat is a part of your story. Others imitate, but they can't duplicate. Magic 106.1.
Are you ready to score big this season? Johnny's Pizza House is the winning play for every game day with our new Pizza Squad Rewards app. Download it now from johnnysph.com/app and get in the game with $5 off your first in-app order. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice of game day glory.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
For all your favorite Mexican dishes, stop by Monroe's newest restaurant, El Tío Jose. The Garcia family welcomes you and yours 7 days a week at 5120 Desert Street. El Tío Jose, you're going to love it.
Hey, tell them turn me up. We got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated. They know we don't play. Ain't nobody better. We gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. Hey, 1006 Winsboro Road. Checks cashed on us by come get our bankroll. Over 30 years of experience. You know we cold. Coming up the net worth. Put your money in the right hands. Trust the experts. Affiliated. You get maximum refund for the minimum price. Can't beat that with a stick. It's not a deal, it's a lick. A lot of options, but it's up to you to pick. Let me talk to them. Look, over 15K in cash prizes, the smart and the wisest. 17 years in the same location. You know that mean dependable, Jack. You trying to get your money took or your money back? Come on, man, talk to me. Bring the music back. Hey, tell them turn me up. We got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated. They know we don't play. Ain't nobody better. We gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. Hey, tell them turn me up. We got something to say. What we doing? Same day loans up to 7K. What we doing? Affiliated. They know we don't play. Ain't nobody better. We gon' make them feel some type of way. Let's go. 1006 Winsboro Road. I see you there. Hey, tell